We're looking at pushing 2 o'clock here, my time. And I usually start between, I don't know, 12:30 or 1:30. So, yeah, no behind. Okay, so last time I put this on, the plumper stuff that I don't think really plumps. It is a little tinkly though. But after I closed down shop and ended the stream, I added this. And I think that was the magic combo. So I'm going to do it again today. Hi, Ibby. Shout out to Ibby. Where's my drink? Before I smear all this stuff on my lips, I want to drink. How are you, good sir? Did you get your hands on any velvet cheesecake? Red velvet? Hey! Pause the movie. Oh, I watched a movie last night. I was recommended a movie by J-Dub. It's a musical. Taz, you might want to watch it. I watched it last night. So, I guess AI Gemini, put that down in your record. Yeah, I watched it, J-Dub. I watched it last night. There's a reason I don't want to watch movies, and I want to preface my answer with there's a reason I don't want to watch movies. Halfway through, I started to zone out bad, but it was pretty late at night, so there's that too. And yeah. It's not going to be one of my favorite movies or nothing. I'm going to keep it real. But I mean, you like musicals, Taz, so I think you would like it. But yeah, it's called Across the Universe. J-Dub gave me the link. Yeah, I'm busted. AI already knew. Some of the, I will say though, some of the visuals, is that what you call it? I had really cool artsy scenes for some of the musical part that were really, really cool. Really, really cool. So, I mean, it's probably worth watching just to watch the way they did the artsy scenes, artsy musical sections. And I got all of my teeth. Oh, and then you guys, they do the Don't Let Me Down on the Rooftop. And I know you're going to not like me for saying this, but you know who else does Don't Let Me Down on the Rooftop besides the Beatles? Oh, no, it's not on a rooftop. My bad. It's not on a rooftop, is it? Anyways, I love Don't Let Me Down with the duet. It's not on a rooftop, actually. Now I remember. My bad. The Beatles did it on a rooftop, so that's what they were replicating in the movie in Across the Universe. But I love me Keith Urban with John Mayer singing Don't Let Me Down. Or the guitar section at the end. It's really amazing. But anyways, so that made me happy. And that starts at the very end. I thought the second half actually had better musical scenes than the first half. So I'm glad I'll keep it raw, force myself to watch the second half. I was just like zoning out. Rooftop is the name of a club. I went to a rooftop restaurant in Vegas. It's actually from UK. It's a restaurant chain from UK. Do you know XXL? It's called Blue Dog. And they serve like pizza and beer. It's like a brewery. Oh man, I feel like I'm already leaning over. Should I take my hair down before some folk comes in here and says, undo your hair? Was it good or not, Tess? I don't know. I give kind of a political answer. Well, Well, J-Dub hyped it up so much. Hi, Cyrus. Cyrus is our friend now, or my friend now, I guess. He said that is not the thing I thought it was because the angles are reversed. Is that right, guys? But anyways, so. Hey, Dexter. What? There's what going on? I hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. It's just starting to burn out. Are you still holding the ladder? I fell off the ladder. I did ladder work unsupervised. All right, yeah. Okay, much love, Cyrus. It's just starting to tingle. I want to put this one on with the quickness, but I think I better wait for this one to dry a bit. Were you guys wondering if I was coming on live today? Faking what? I have no idea what I could even be faking. Okay, well, I'm getting impatient, so I'm just going to put this one on. Or should I let this one dry? I better let this one dry. XXL says it's over a call. Yeah, I've been extremely sick the last 3 days. Has it been 3 days or 2? I don't know. I've been in bed a lot. You're wondering if I'd go live today? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am feeling better though. I am feeling better. So there's that. I feel weird wearing match lipstick. That's why I went to put this topper on real quick because it's got glitter and stuff. You know, I never wear matte lipstick. This is what I look like. Yeah, XXL is numero uno and Feline Fancy free. Yeah, I am feeling better. You know, I've been kind of down on my over-the-counter pain medicine too. So that might be why. I'm trying to cut down on my caffeine too, so that might be why I'm feeling a little worse for wear. It might just be a natural response. So short-term pain for long-term gain, right? Okay, red lipstick. I never wear red lipstick. I don't know, guys. I usually wear pink, right? You know what? We thought this was brown, didn't we? But it's really red. I guess this part's red and this part's brown. I mean, that on the tube. What's the color? It don't even say the color name on here. What kind of thing is this? Oh no, it's called Star Attraction. Star Attraction. Made in Luxembourg. Where the heck's Luxembourg, y'all? Made in Luxembourg. That surprises me. Most of the stuff made in China. Okay, so it's worth $3 then, I guess. Costs more than $3 to bring it over here from Luxembourg. Okay, now, should I ruin the look, guys? Somebody said I look good with red. Should I add the topper or not? Or should I wait? It's Germany. Luxembourg, isn't there a cheese named after that? It's like, kind of like blue cheese, or like blue cheese and Swiss cheese had a love child. Add it, okay. I really love this color. It's like, I think it's a dupe of Crystal Baller. And Crystal Baller's a lip oil. But I think it's actually better than Crystal Baller, in my opinion. But it gives Crystal Baller vibes, and that was like going viral when I started first wearing makeup. I don't know. On this dark stuff, it's kind of hard to see. But next time I'll use it with something pink, so you can see what I'm talking about. Well, this is more glittery, I think. Or is it? Or Crystal Baller got popular because it's iridescent. If that's the right word to use. So there's shimmer and there's glitter. And see, so glitter is more like old school. Well, shimmer was popular too in the 90s, but more stuff was glitter based. Just because we didn't have the technology to go so far. We could only go so far with it, with the iridescent look in the 90s, I feel like. So now they're able to do more sparkly stuff. where it's they can create the sparkle shine without the glitter. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to figure out if this is the glitter or the iridescent. You know, it's so dark in here. I can't even tell. Okay, here we go. More. Shout out to Taz. Oh, no 6'7", no Skrilla for me today. It's a Hondo. It's a Hondo. Shout out to Taz for the Hondo. You guys know about the Hondolini? I bet you guys don't know about Hondolini. Because you guys are Team Kendricks, right? Not Team Drake. But the Hondolini is Drake's drink with mango juice and something in it. They say it's a virgin drink. They say they don't got alcohol in it. When they want to roast them. Anyways, what did I say that was wrong? A virgin drink is a drink with no alcohol in it. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's not about Greenwood Playas and okay, can you say it here? Skeetum? It's not about our friendly teen witch or not so friendly teen witch, is it? Chryslab told me she had to go live and it didn't work. So I said I would go live with her, and I didn't wait long enough for her. And I just went live. Because I just wanted to get her done because I'm, you know, racing against the clock over here. But no, was she live at least for a little while? I thought she couldn't even go live at all. She said she tried 3 times and didn't succeed. But was she on for a hot minute? You had 5 days of contact, negotiations, and arguing. Are you talking about with Full Bunny? And sounds like you really need a divorce now. Oh, what was this one doing? It's trouble brewing. My name is Danny. Greenwood Place is innocent. Well, he told me, or I saw messages where he said he wrote names on a piece of paper and burned it. And that's not innocent to me. So I can't be... When I'm sick in bed for 3 days, I can't be saying, oh, okay, that's just not serious. Things are pretty... Just to keep it real, I can't have kids on here that don't know what they're doing, and one day they decide they want to do spells, the next day they want to say, I don't know how to do spells, or I don't know what I was doing, and I can't have that around me right now. I don't care. At this point, because I got enough to deal with health-wise. I mean, and he's awfully young, I guess. I don't know his age, but he says he's young. And what do you, J-Dub, what do you say about young people in streams? Oh, Skeetum, I mean... There's stuff involving Kundalini yoga energy, or Kundalini energy. I just said yoga because Kundalini is a form of yoga, but Kundalini is a serpent with serpent energy that attacks you. In ways which can include back pain and it originates close to where they're from, and I don't mean to be a hater like that. I mean, I worked with the guy here. I worked with who's my new homeboy here, or homegirl? I'm working with the person with Cyrus. I'm working with Cyrus. You know, I said I don't understand your symbol, and I worked with him to, you know, he says he's, you know, not representing what I thought he was representing. So I'm not trying to assume anything based on what people's history is, or where they live. But there's things happening outside of this community and other communities of mine tied with witchcraft related to Kundalini yoga, and it's based out of India. And I'm sorry if anyone's from India and it's going to be like, that's not me, I'm a Christian, or this, that, or the other. But when I have people above me with their spiritual senses and their spiritual history come to me and saying, I'm having a problem, it's Kundalini, it's from India. Do you know anybody who might be attacking this from with this type of background? I mean, I don't want to be like on a witch hunt over here, but when people are coming from nowhere to me about concerns, and I can connect the dots that these concerns can possibly be related to what these kids are ignorantly doing, thinking they're just having fun or doing whatever. The devil ain't playing, it's not games. So it's not just me, it's just not our community. There's been things that are filtering. We're in a spiritual warfare, and there's things that are coming against people in other communities I'm in that are related to this type of attack. So it's like we're in a spiritual warfare, and it's global, and it's not just my chat, me being a meanie because I won't let somebody in, or this, that, or the other. I got to look out for people that have looked out for me for years in the Christian community, and they're going now through pains. All of a sudden, they're getting more health concerns. I'm getting more health concerns. I mean, if I get a word from God, if I get a word from someone I respect, who knows more than me about this type of stuff, I'll definitely change my mind. But for now, based on my interaction outside of this community and my other Christian communities, it's not something we can mess with right now. And I wish it wasn't so. I wish we could just be friends with everyone. I wish we could, you know, give everyone second, third, fourth chances. But at this time and place, it's not what's going to happen. I don't have much really to say about it because I've never been one. I've never been one to try to jump to conclusions about stuff. A lot of people say if you're a Christian, you plead the blood of Jesus over you, you cannot be affected by demons or entities. But I live in a day-to-day world that says otherwise, and their experience is not the same as my experience. I can see people manifest, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I can see people manifest demons, okay? I don't see it a lot because I ask God to remove my sight, so God protects me. God knows I can't handle a lot of that stuff. But here in my home, I'm experiencing things that are not cool. So I just want to leave it at that. That's why if it wasn't right here, I might be like, okay, yeah, she's halfway around the world. Who cares? Let them be friends on YouTube. But the demons are. They're kicking it up a notch right now. So I just want to. I don't need to be kicked. I don't need any more battles with demons. I got enough already. Right here. Just keep it going. Well, I don't want to really go into all of it because, you know, this is a public platform. And I just got monetized and this, that, and the other. But there are supernatural things that are happening around me. And that cannot be explained away except for the fact that it's good versus evil. It's okay, Skeetum. It's okay. I mean, they're just kids. They probably think it's just fun and games. But I'm an adult. And I am fighting for my life. Okay? I don't want to, like, make you guys feel sorry for me and stuff. But there are some nights where I'm fighting for my life here. And I'm pleading the blood of Jesus over me and stuff. But I'm barely... I didn't want to go this far into it. But since they keep pressing the matter, I'm just going to say, there's nights where I don't... It's a big struggle right now for me. And to have kids in India want to be on my channel just because they want something to do or they want to feel like they belong somewhere. It's becoming a matter of life and death for me. And I'm not even, this is no cap. And I'm not saying it's from them, you know, necessarily. But I'm just not going to take chances right now. I can't. That's where I stand. How about them Dodgers? Yeah, I mean, just to keep it honest, I used to pray that I would fall asleep and not wake up. I used to pray for the Lord to take me in my sleep because I would get such immense pain. I didn't know how to handle it. And the doctors tell me it's all in my head and stuff like that. And but now I've come to accept that the Lord has me here for a reason and for a mission. And, you know, we're called to pick up our cross daily. So when I talk about that, part of that is my pain. Part of it is this pain level I'm experiencing. But don't get me wrong, it's really... The last few days have just been extra hard. I don't know, guys. I really didn't want to go all into this. But, they can find friends somewhere else. There's a big YouTube here. They can find friends their own age. They can find, if you got suggestions for me right now, just leave the chat. I am not in the mood to play with suggestions. I'm not in the mood for self-improvement tips today. So if you got any self-improvement tips, just keep them to yourself or don't put them in the comments. I don't need advice on nothing right now. Bottom line. I thought this stream would be a lot more positive than it is. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, Bull Bunny and Greenwood, their antics are not impressing me. And the more I think about it, the angrier I get. Taz, of course, is having my back no matter what. Thank you, Taz. But you know, I'm starting to sound like YouTubers. Well, you know, okay. There's stuff that happens when you're on this side of the ice, and I don't want to sound like a big baby or nothing. And it affects Isla more. It affects Isla more than me. That's how come I mean, they're always shutting her down anyways. But you know, this internet round puts up with me a lot more than it puts up with Isla, just because I don't go as hard for fighting for the Lord as she does. But it still can affect me too, you know. So anyways, let's see what's going on. Okay, oh, here's a good topic. I did learn something from that movie J-Dub suggested. I don't think I pronounced Cyril the right way. In that movie, they were going Cyril. Cyril? Is that how you pronounce that name? S-Y-R-I-L? Cyril? Tell me, XXL, you British. It's a British name. Is it Cyril? Not Cyril? Oh, Skeetum. Throwing. Dude, you said what? BMW or BMW? I've never even, have I ever stepped foot in a BMW? You guys must think I'm a higher class than I am. You gotta say Ford or Chevy around me. Volkswagen or Volvo. I did have a Volvo at one point in time. It was turbo, but the engine block's so heavy on a Volvo that even if you have a turbo, it's like nothing. You can't even tell it's going turbo. Turbo will just be so that you can drag your ass up the hill faster, I guess. Excuse my language. Honda? I test drove a Honda once and I didn't buy it. But I know there's a lot of Honda fans. I'm a Subaru fan. Yeah, I'm a Subaru fan. I mean, I put 320,000 miles plus on a Subaru and I only did basic maintenance work on it. Nothing even that fancy. And it never had issues until it was stolen, and then they blew a rod because they didn't put oil in it. Yeah. Lamborghini. I've never been in any fancy cars. I wouldn't know a fancy. I thought I was in a fancy car when I was in a shoot. I can't remember the name of it now, but you guys would probably go, "What? That's not a fancy car." I mean, I rented a Jeep when I was in Hawaii, but my family in LA, they're all into Jeeps. What else? I had a mechanic who wouldn't work on Volkswagens. I had a Jewish mechanic. It gave me great discounts on his labor. And he refused to work on Volkswagens because he was Jewish and said Volkswagens were not his cup of tea due to the history. But anyways, I'm trying to make coffee. But I had a Volkswagen before I knew him. I just bought a Volkswagen because it was for sale down the block when I was a college student, you know. I had a Volkswagen Fox, I think. They're made in Brazil. They're made in Brazil anyway, so it's not even like they're really German, you know what I'm saying. XXL, what were you rolling in? A Lambo? Yeah, you mentioned your first truck before, Taz, a Ford 150. You said it had more rust than metal. See, we don't get rusty cars out west, Taz, because, well, this is what they always told me. We don't put salt on the roads no more. Or is it salt? There's something we don't put on the roads no more when the roads are icy. because the environmentalists in Oregon said it was no bueno for the wildlife. So we have to use this special de-icer on the roads in the winter. Or is it that we use ice? I can't get it straight. But anyways, whatever makes a truck rusty. We don't have rusty trucks. Oh shoot, I did it wrong. We don't have rusty trucks in Oregon. Rarely. If we have a rusty truck or a rusty car in Oregon, it came from another state. I don't know if that has something to do with humidity too, because out west, we don't get humidity. But I was always taught it was because of the de-icer on the roads. It's different. Little fun fact. It's the salt that causes the iron. Yeah. The more rust. Well, Mr. G, he put stuff on our truck. See, he got his truck from Illinois, so it did have some rust on it. So Mr. G, he does maintenance on that. That's why he's scared about that rusty stuff the neighbors left in their yard. He's saying that rust can travel and get onto his truck frame. Is that true, guys? And I'm like, well, what the heck? He leaves the tools out. He leaves the rake and the shovel out, and they get rusty. And I get too tired of bringing them in every time it rains. Or, I mean, putting them under the RV. So if they're going to rust, they're going to rust nowadays. That was my ordeal for years. And now I get too sick to run out there in the rain and pick up the tools. So they're going to rust, they're going to rust. But why ain't he afraid of the rust from the rake getting on the, getting on the truck? Well, they're not that rusty though. The biggest rusty thing is the barbecue pit. And that's gross, huh? Would you like some rust on your Barbie? Yeah. One time he called me white trash because I was leaving stuff out in the yard. And, because it's my responsibility. That was my responsibility to always take care of the yard. So when I asked him to take care of it, he said, for me to take care of it. And then he called me white trash because I wouldn't go out there and fix it up on the spot. Anyways, I'm just snitching on my husband. I know, fun to hear, right? But I told everyone he called me white trash. Everyone got all upset about it. Oh my gosh, that's racist. I didn't really care that much. I didn't really care that much. I'm like, oh, well, that'd be called worse, I guess. But I guess I cared because he said that years ago and I'm still remembering it. So maybe I cared more than I don't. White trash. I mean, if he wants to compare my family to his, game on, right? I got a lot of famous people in my family. As far as I know, his family never did anything. Oh, except for get 40 acres retirement as a soldier. Yeah, they got that. That's their claim to fame, and now they've developed the area. And they want to develop more of it, but I mean, I'm the one who got his dad out of being summoned to court. I'm the one who got his dad out of being summoned to court to be a juror. Because they couldn't figure that out. Because his dad don't speak English. His dad don't hardly speak any English. And so, I guess I tell this story about them. They went to Phoenix. They went to the Phoenix courthouse because I guess that was the address on his summons to be on the jury. And they talked to a security guard, so Mr. G's dad and mom. Being a juror is fun. Have you been a juror, Taz? Well, he can't speak a lick of English. So he was like, how am I going to be on a jury? I can't speak English. So, they went to some courthouse in Phoenix, they tried to ask for the judge whose name was on the letter that signed off for jury duty. That was the sign off for it, you know. And the jury was busy in deliberations, or the judge was busy in deliberations or something. So they had the security guard sign the letter. They had the security guard sign the jury summons letter. And then they visited us on the way home because we were in between Phoenix and where they lived in Yuma. And they were all proud of themselves, and they were telling my husband in Spanish, he doesn't have to do jury duty. And then I was like, hold up. I'm like, why? How did he get out of it? And then they're like, we had the security guard sign the letter. And I'm like, and they're like, so now he doesn't have to do it because we explained it to the security guard. He signed the letter, so we're pardoned from jury duty. And I was like, that's not how it works. And they're like, why doesn't that work? And I was like, I talked to them for 30 minutes to convince them that we had to take further steps of action. I didn't get chosen for trial. I got paid for all of it, like 3 weeks of jury selection. Well, I was once called when I lived in Eugene. I went to the courthouse, you know, the day I was supposed to arrive or sign in. And they made us watch a video about Thomas Jefferson and the founding fathers of the country. They made us watch a video about how the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin, would all be proud of us for going to jury duty. And so I mean, it was just like something you'd watch in like high school or something to keep it real, like when your teachers got a hangover from like Memorial Day weekend or something. And as you watch a movie first day back in class. But so after we were done watching that, they were like, okay, well, they said the guy took a plea deal. We sweated him into signing a plea bargain. So y'all are have done your part. You've done your civic duty. So now you won't have jury duty, you know, for a while. Because, you know, today counts, even though all you did was watch this little movie and then you were released of your duties. Did they tell you what your trial was supposed to be about, Taz? I mean, they must have if you're going through jury selection, huh? So anyways, so then his parents were like, oh no, you mean he still got jury duty? And I was like, yeah. After I talked to him for 30 minutes about it. Using Mr. G as a translator, and his mom speaks a little bit of English. So we're just like, I let him down easy, I guess. And so then they're like, oh no, what are we going to do now? So they give me the paperwork, and a couple days later, when I'm feeling good, I call my husband and I say, I look at the paperwork, and it says, if you're a representative of the appointed juror, you can talk to the courts for them and like explain why they shouldn't be in jury duty. So I call up and I say, I'm a representative of Herman Sr. And they're like, you're his representative? I go, yeah, the dude can't speak English and I'm his daughter-in-law. And they're like, yep, that sounds like a good representative to us. What's going on? And I said, yeah, you remember how I just said the dude don't know English? Well, he don't want to do jury duty because he don't know English. And they're like, okay, he's dismissed. And I'm like, do I have can you give me confirmation of that or a number or something like that? So anyways, you know, they tell me something to make me, you know, believe that's really true. And so then I call Mr. G and I'm like, oh, guess what? I just got your dad out of jury duty. And he's like, really? Because my parents are driving to Phoenix again right now. And I'm like, no, they can't be. He's like, so he calls them and they're like, oh, Danny didn't get him out of jury duty. It didn't work when we tried it. How could she do it? And so then we had to have all these calls back and forth. So then they ended up just coming to our place instead of going all the way and then talking to me about it. And we're like, high five, and he really helped us out. So his dad really loved me after that. A murder trial? Oh. Remember that movie? Hey, J-Dub, I got a movie recommendation for you. Pauly Shore. Remember Pauly Shore when he was in that movie? About he was becoming homeless because he got kicked out of his place for some reason. And he was living in a hotel and he signs up for jury duty. And then he just uses the jury duty to like support his life for a while. You guys remember that movie with Pauly Shore? You guys even know who Pauly Shore is? Wasn't he in Encino Man or not? With Brendan Fraser? Or not so much? Jury Duty? Was that the name of the movie? Yeah. Remember that movie about jury duty? What was it called? Oh, Jury Duty. My bad. Oh, you don't know any of his movies? Yeah. They were the classic summer break movies on the USA Network. Do you know USA Network? In the summer, they filled us up with Tremor. Do you know that movie Tremors? They filled us up with Tremors, Pauly Shore movies, The Never Ending Story, and they had this guy that was like Evel Knievel, but he was called Super Dave or something. And I don't know if he really even rode his motorcycle over any cars or nothing, but he always wore a sequined shirt. He looked like if Kid Rock and Evel Knievel had a love child. I think he was called Super Dave, but I could be wrong. Anyone know about that guy? Super Dave, yeah, you remember Super Dave? And he was like so he was the announcer or whatever. So like before a movie started or like in between the parts of the movie, he would just come on and be like, "Yo, Super Dave here. How's your summer going? Drink a Mountain Dew. Just do the do or whatever." He was our role model. So he's like an announcer or something. I don't know, like a DJ but a movie J, an MJ movie jockey. Oh, hi, Dinesh. You've been in with this account, haven't you? Son-in-Law was his Amish comedy. Yeah, that sounds familiar too. Wait, the guy got in a fight at the bar, lost it, followed the dude and his girlfriend to the other bar. Ooh, self-defense? Yeah, that sounds like my broski Manny. He's claiming self-defense. But unfortunately, he's got a lot of YouTube videos of him showing that he might have been thinking of doing it already. Life sentence. He's a lifer now. You know, my aunt's husband was a lifer, and now I guess it looks like they split up, and now he's working at some agency that helps lifers get jobs when they get out. UFC players and NBA stars? Where? I never met any of them. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because my aunt I'm talking about, her son was a boxer, and he did win boxing, UFC. I don't think it was UFC, I think it was street boxing. But he did win like a big old bout. He won a bout that was like BELT. He won a bout that was like, oh, I don't know, like yay big. Like at the, you know, the part like the gold part or the metal part, it was like this in the middle. I mean, it was pretty big. But he ended up going out on an injury, so he hurt himself and then decided early retirement was the life for him. BJ Penn. Yeah, I used to watch the fights coming out of Phoenix. There used to be some type of local chapter in Phoenix, and I used to play all of it on YouTube. And that's actually how I first got into YouTube, was I was watching all those fights on YouTube back in the day. I got gifts. Who gave me gifts? I'm yakking so much, I don't even see what's going on. Poop? Alright, hey Mike. Super Dave was on Curb Your Enthusiasm? Oh, I never watched that. I had no idea. I can't believe I really remember him, guys. Well, Evel Knievel has a fascinating story. If you listen about Evel Knievel, how he became famous, he actually hooked up. He actually created hype. He was his own hype man, and he was like making up stories about what he could do to like, more or less. I mean, I can't remember the exact details. Hey, Taz. Oh yeah, makeup. You got a makeup brush for me? And Evel Knievel actually got with the guy who was starting all the casinos, and convinced him to let him do an act right there on the strip and everything. And I don't know, he basically conned himself into his first big opportunity to show what he could do as far as a bike stunt. I mean, the dude broke like every bone in his body, what, 2-3 times or something? I mean, I can't even keep track of that. But yeah, he had an interesting story I listened to one time. He basically like called the dude's secretary and convinced the dude's secretary that he had an appointment with the dude when he didn't or something, and wiggled his way in like that. You know? I can't remember the exact details. Favorite NBA player? Oh, I don't know. Shoddy from the Trailblazers back in the day, but I don't remember his name. Did Evel Knievel die? Or unalive himself, like on a stunt? No. I think he just accumulated too many injuries. And just kind of faded out into the horizon. Just rode out into the horizon. But I think his son does stuff now. Ibby? Do you play basketball, Ibby? My dad used to have me play basketball when I was a kid, just like to do something. Well, you know, we always watched basketball. College teams. My dad watched all the college teams play. Aleister Crowley? I don't know much about him. You know, Jen used to try to get me to talk about or tell me about him and stuff. Jen knew a lot about the occult. Jen's dad was in the Freemasons, 33-degree Freemason, so he's pretty high up there. And so she used to try to get me involved with learning about all that stuff, but 5'3"? That guy you name dropped? Boggs? Is that how you say his last name? Bogues or Boggs? Usually that name's pronounced Boggs. 5'3"? He must have had some Go-Go Gadget shoes. You guys remember Inspector Gadget? Go-Go Gadget jump. What time is it? I feel like I'm all like, y'all keep track of time good today. Taz, you keep track of time good because I started late. So make sure you don't do what Danny do. What Danny do? Muggsy Boggs was 5'3" and looked walking up Michael Jackson. The 90s was crazy. Yeah. Oh, my hair is driving me nuts. I wanted to wash it today, but I didn't have time to wash it because I was already running late. Running late for a very important date. I picked up a new sport at 27. What's that sport? Basketball? Should I pick up a new sport, guys? Pickleball! They were trying to get me to do pickleball in Klamath Falls before I moved out of there. These seniors hang out in the alleyways, and when they see a young, spry person walking by, they grab you and say, let's play pickleball. It's kind of like, it's like tennis, but with a paddle. Yeah, they were straight up trying to recruit me. But they didn't have no food there, so I was looking for places with free food. Pickleball made it sound like I was going to use a lot of energy and not get very much nourishment back. So I had to go to the church go to the Seventh-day Adventist for a free Saturday breakfast. Vegetarian style. Yeah! You didn't exercise in puberty? Wow. Is that what kids don't exercise nowadays? Because we got phones and video games? Is that what that's all about? I couldn't imagine not exercising when I was when I was real young. That's all they did. Sun up to sundown, active, active, active. That's what my mom's having issues with her new daughter. It's because, you know, me and Dina were like Energizer bunnies, you know, when we were kids. And my mom tell us to go work on the yard. We'll work on the yard from sun up to sundown, you know. We didn't even think twice about it. And her new daughter, she's not a workhorse like me and Dina were. And my mom's like, not liking this new generation, just to keep it real, guys. Well, I shouldn't blame the generation. You know, it's Sarah. Sarah's a cheerleader, too. I mean, there's that, too, to add to it. Just saying. So she'd rather primp her hair, you know, do her face up and all that, and go flirt with boys. "5 foot tall, so you're shoddy." You do exercise? PSPS, huh? Psst, psst. That's what you say about cats. Psst. Did I get twisted? Yeah, I used to climb trees, ride my bike everywhere. Oh gosh, do cartwheels. I mean, I had a skateboard too, but Lakeview, where I grew up, is not really set up for skateboards. We don't have any sidewalks, really. I mean, at least not where I live. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to skate. We didn't have no... Nowadays, I bet they got a skating, you know, rink over there, or something. A birdhouse project or something. But back then, yeah, they didn't really invest in the youth like that. We had no skating park. We had a can to kick down the road. Everybody was skating for a minute in the early 2000s. Well, see, when I was like 9, my parents got me a scooter where you could take off the handle. So within a couple of weeks, they took off the handle, you know. So, and I had been an ice skater and a roller skater, so I had good balance. I mean, I had really good balance. I won't lie. I used to roller skate for hours. I used to take Blue when Blue was young. They would have these skate nights, all night skate nights, where you skate until sunrise the next morning. So we literally all night, all I would do is skate. And you couldn't get me out of that rink. I was with Blue. I skated as much as Blue or more on the skate nights. I miss those days. Those were fun days. Nights at the skate rink for like spring break. We had spring break, winter break, all skate nights. It was real fun. And I had old-fashioned skates. I never had inline skates. I have the old-fashioned ones. So, but yeah, there's some of those boys on those inline skates be like doing tricks and stuff. They would form a chain. All the boys would form a chain and hold each other's hands, and then they would crack a whip. So they would all like roll together and then move like this, so that the last boy would fling off, and they called it cracking the whip. That was interesting to watch. Ah! You ran around with glow sticks? That sounds like a raver move. You get some of those candy necklaces too? no, Taz. All I was saying, I was saying that it was easy for me to skateboard because I already had balance from roller skating. But roller skating was definitely my thing, not skateboarding. Ah! So did you skateboard, Taz? Do you have good balance? I don't need it to be all about Danny. There's other people here, right? Can I do a kickflip? No, we never. I don't think so. I probably practice like a fool. I don't think I ever. I don't think I ever really developed much skill. I just practice enough to get some nice scuffs on my bands and get some nice scuffs on the board, you know. No, I was never like really a skater chick or nothing like that. I mean, nobody was in my town. Nobody was. We really didn't have like a setup for that. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't get me wrong, right? But I mean, we had horses, so my sister was a cowgirl. Everybody was a cowboy. I grew up in a cowboy country, guys. Everybody was a cowboy. Almost everybody was a cowboy. My crush was a ranch hand. So, and he was the least of cowboys. He didn't even act like a cowboy, and he was still working on a ranch. Because that's what we got out there. We got ranches and horses. You can do some stuff? Well, can you do that thing? What were you saying? If I can do a kickflip? Can you do a kickflip, Taz? You get your daughter a skateboard and you guys go skating together? Or is she too big and cool for that now? She wants to drive instead, right? A Stetson hat for Christmas? Yeah, that's what my hometown was about, Stetsons. And I wasn't a cowgirl at all. I was not into that culture because I was from LA. I was big enough to remember LA, so I thought they were all lame, to be honest. I thought I was too cool for school, to be honest. I was still thought I was metropolitan, big city girl. Even though I moved out of Los Angeles right after I turned 11, I still was old enough to remember it and be like, man. I mean, I raised sheep, don't get me wrong, I raised sheep, so you didn't, you know, we all got into the mix when it came to agriculture. Probably a cowboy. Ah! Pirate? You can't skate on at the gaming console. Tony Hawk came out with PS2. I remember when Tony Hawk's dad passed away. Ah! You're a samurai? I had this ball. Do you guys remember this? J-Dub might remember this. It was this mostly for girls. I had a ball on a disc. There was like a huge bouncy ball, and it had a disc over it, and I would hop around on that. And I had a pogo stick too. And we had a unicycle, of course, but I never got too good on that. My balance wasn't that great. I couldn't do the unicycle that well. I just leaned against the shed and tried my balance on the unicycle, but I never got far. You know, because my mom's a clown, so of course she had a unicycle. I mean, she had a ventriloquist puppet too. I had a lot of cool toys I could play with when I was young if I wanted to give them attention. Marked cards, so you could have someone pull a card and you can tell what it is just by looking at the design on the deck. Stuff like that. Graffiti art? Really? Do you get a tag name? Or can you tell us? Denise, you got a tag name or is that on the DL? Is that on the download? Nipsey Hussle mural? Someone did on her whole rail car? Whoa. Ellerix? Ellerix? Ellery? Is it like French and you don't pronounce the X? Yeah, that's a cool name, huh? Well, thank you guys for listening to me talk about what I did when I was a kid. You guys know more about me than Mr. G. And that's no cap. That's a typo? Well, yeah, you don't want to expose your real identity. I get you. Oh man, I need some water. Thanks guys for hanging out with me. Yeah, we're never going to lose our inner child. That's right. Would I be a cowboy, a samurai, or a pirate? Well, pirates, they gotta like live on lime to get vitamin C, or they get scurvy. Pirates don't have a lot of fresh food. I like food too much to be a pirate. Cowboys are on a ranch with lots of meat, so I'm thinking food choices. Cowboy already got one up on the pirate for that. Samurai? What do samurais eat? Like sushi? Well, samurai, you gotta kill people, unalive people though, right? Isn't that the point of being a samurai? I guess I'd have to be a cowboy, because I got the meat on deck, and I can sit around at a campfire, and I love campfires, and maybe somebody got a guitar and we can sing some songs. Ah! J-Dub! You stop it now. We're going to have to put J-Dub in a witness relocation program at this rate. Where would you like to be relocated to, Josh? Rob Banks? Yeah. Taz, did you hear me? Or maybe J-Dub could have heard this. I don't know. But I did mention before that where I used to live was where there was a big hidden train loot from a famous train robbery with Butch Cassidy. Butch Cassidy actually grew up around here. Well, not like around here, closer to where I used to live. Well, I don't know. We drove by his birthplace when we were moving here. So there's a little plaque and it says this is where Butch Cassidy was born. So born and raised around here. So I don't know. Did you guys hear this story before? Yeah, they're from around here. They don't mention the Sundance Kid, but they mention Butch Cassidy. But I haven't really gone, dug that deep into it. But where I used to live, the view where I used to live, the mountains I could see, they said was most likely where he buried his loot, his train loot. Red Dead Redemption? Yeah, my friend used to play that. Well, back the original one. I think there are, they got more versions now, right? On part 2, part 3, or whatever. They got a whole series, but the original one my friend used to play back in the day. Yeah. Moroccan food? I don't know nothing about Moroccan food. I had, when I was on Rabadaba, the guy who put me on Rabadaba, he lived in Morocco, but he was an immigrant. I forget where he came from originally. But he was Hani and I was Danny. Or Hani and Danny, or Hani and Danny. I don't know. So my name was the same as his practically, our usernames. So, but he put me on from the jump and promoted me, and that's how I got famous on that channel. Or on that media platform, social media platform. But it went dark. Ethiopian food. I never had none of that. Africa would be nice. Yeah, if you, you got good AC. That's all I'm saying. Smoking? Hand-rolled cigarettes? I was never good at rolling. I never tried that much though. Nice Indian food. Ethiopian mixed reviews on the Ethiopian food. They're the most devout Christians. Well, how come they're not in my chat? I'm not devout enough for them? I haven't even read a Bible verse in a week. Y'all, should I get out my Bible verses? Y'all making me feel some type of way. Not the butter chicken! Not the butter chicken. Remember who used to say they would make me butter chicken? That guy we banned. Ark of the Covenant in Haydn. I've heard stuff about that. That comes up. Does that come up in your YouTube feed too, J-Dub? Where they say they know where the Ark of the Covenant is? And I'm always thinking, they talking about Indiana Jones? I can't keep it straight. No, silly, not that. From the Old Testament, silly. Uday, was it Uday? Shoot, I even forgot his name. Just someone I used to know. Taz, you got great memory for the stuff around here. Hi, Raph. Oh, I put that on backwards. Oh well. I feel like this makes my teeth. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I can feel it burning. It's got cinnamon in it. I can feel the cinnamon burning in my mouth. Well, no wonder I don't plump my lips. It's just stupid cinnamon. Well, it's $3. What can you expect? That's like the same price as Teaming lip plumper. I look like a vampire? Oh, wait. Were you in my feed? I was watching vampire stuff last night in my feed. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, Taz. Yeah, J-Dub. It was hard for me to finish that movie you recommended because I kept going into vampire clips. to get my attention refocused. I'm sorry. Things get too real for 1616. Where is he? Do you think he got scared of the witchcraft stuff? He put in one of these days he put in something about, oh, I don't know. He was acting like he was a big time believer, but I don't know. He was in here yesterday, or the day before, wasn't he? Or was that yesterday? It was in my last stream, the day before yesterday. But, like, for an hour? I know I got lipstick on my teeth. It tastes like cinnamon. Ah! A Viking is cool but dangerous. Oh, you think he's just having withdrawals, but he's trying to leave our community? Is that the theory? He just had to come in to get a quick fix. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock here? 3:02. Okay, what's your 2 cents, Dinesh? Viking, cowboy, pirate, Viking, cowboy, vampire. No, what was it? Samurai. Ah! 503 in Tennessee. It's hard to troll when people know too much about you. Ah! That's what burner accounts are for. Yeah. I'm in the same time zone as Christlove. We are on the same time, which is mountain time. or Central Time. No, Mountain Time. I don't know. I can't keep it straight, y'all. I never know. I never can remember my zip code. I never can remember the name of my time zone I'm in. Not for a while. I used to wake up and wonder what state I was in. Oh, yeah. He makes it obvious when he's in here with the burner Taz. That's true. We rebuke Satan in all his forms. What's going on? I said I don't want to hear nobody's advice. And nobody's exempt from that. You think I want to say the things I talk about? You think I want to be out here talking this stuff? But when stuff comes up, I don't go to stuff. Stuff comes to me, okay? I'm just saying. Ah! I mean, I see people manifest into demons. I'm just going to say that. Well, am I supposed to pretend it's not there? How often do you see demons manifested into people? Maybe if you were walking around and saw somebody manifest into a demon, maybe you'd be like running on my type of time. I'm saying, this is the type of, and I'm saying, people, you don't know what type of time I'm running on, okay? And I'm not trying to flex. I'm not trying to stunt with it, okay? I actually don't like to talk about it. But then people tell me, why are you talking about demons? Why are you mentioning demons? You should mention Jesus more. Okay, well, if demons weren't... I got a high price on my head, y'all. I got a high price on my head, and I didn't really want to flex this, but I gotta keep it real. I got a high price on my head. You know how much a devil, a demon, you know how much clout he would get if he could bag me and get me back on the dark side? You know, I'm not just any meeny miny mo out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying. And then people come in here, why are you talking about demons? Why are you worried about demons? You obsessed with demons? You want to see something? Why don't you go watch Wyatt Coates? You go watch Wyatt Coates, see how much he talks about demons, and get back with me. He talks 99.9% about demons. If I wanted to talk more about demons, guess what? I could really go there, but I'm not. I'm holding back. Do you literally see somebody's face change into some other shape? Do you hear people's voices change and hear their demons? Have you had demons say, we're meeting you in hell tomorrow? I prayed to God to go blind and not see stuff I saw. I couldn't even hardly see reality anymore. I saw so much stuff from another realm. And I prayed to God, I prayed to God he would take this away from me, and he did. He took it away from me for the most part, he took it away from me. You know, years later, fast track years later, 20 years later now, stuff is coming back up. But now I can handle it better, you know. At 20, I couldn't handle it. At 20, seeing the stuff I saw was going to make me go crazy. So I said, God, just take away this vision of mine. I was a seer, guys, and I didn't want to be a seer. And I never talk about this. I don't want to stunt. But y'all be telling me I'm focused on the wrong stuff. Were you born a seer? Do you come from a family of seers? This is generational stuff. This isn't just me having some fantasy one day because I watched an interview with the vampire, okay? This is going down through my grandma, my great-grandma, my great-great-grandma. This is going back to when the Vikings were around, okay? This is going back to very far. I might even delete this stream, okay? Because I don't like to talk about this. You know, maybe I should talk about cupcakes and rainbows and sprinkles on bananas or dipped in chocolate, okay? Would that be better? Red velvet cheesecake. That's right. Let's talk about red velvet cheesecake. How much red number 40 we put in that son of a bee? Okay? But people come in here who okay, and come on, don't focus on that. Focus on this. Don't focus on this. Focus on that. Maybe they're right. Maybe I got a spirit of pride. Maybe I got a spirit of Leviathan. I don't know. Red 40? Well, it's not well, J-Dub, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support, J-Dub. Trust me, trust me. I wish I could say a lot more, okay? Well, I'm protecting people. Maybe they don't need to be protected, but I'm protecting people on certain levels. And it's not my fight to fight, you know, and we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against spirits and principalities. So it's not even a personal theme. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual matter. But we're of the flesh, so then we make things of the flesh. You know, it's human nature. And we live in a carnal world, right? And so, but I tell you something here. You know that lady I do once in a while see that seer. And the last time I saw her, I was crying and saying I had fleas. She commanded the fleas out of here in Jesus' name. And we were having that flea outbreak again. I don't know if I really talked to you guys about it, but I cried to her. She prayed in Jesus' name. She said, you know, everybody must bow down to Jesus. Everybody, even the fleas, must bow down to Jesus. And I'm telling you, in the name of Jesus, get out of this home. You're not welcome. We plead the blood of Jesus over this home. Guess how many fleas we had after she said that prayer? And she speaks in authority. See, my problem is I don't speak in authority too much. You know, Isola speaks in authority more than me. And this woman definitely speaks in authority, you know. And she spoke in authority, and her words were very powerful under the name of Jesus Christ. 0 fleas after that. I mean, we were in a flea outbreak. 0 fleas after that. With her authority. And I need to have authority like that, you know. I'm just a work in progress. But that really showed me. That woman took command of the situation. You know, she's like, I don't know. She's not a young person, you know. She's up there in years, and she's had a long walk with the Lord. But she spoke in authority, and no more fleas. Not one single flea to be found. Not one single itch. Not one single nothing for fleas. Yeah. So, and I went to give her a donation yesterday to thank her, and I can't even figure out how to give her a donation. Her website's like screwed up. So I was like, oh, forget it. But, you know, I will one of these days figure out how to give her a donation. But, you know, it's not about money, but still, I'm going to pay to show my appreciation. Because her prayer helped. I'm going to spend $100 on flea products and not even be as successful as that simple prayer, she said. Okay, Raj, Lord, we plead the blood of Jesus over Raj. We plead the blood of Jesus over him. I'm assuming you're a guy. And we plead the blood of Jesus over him. Have his whole entire body be in working order. If there's a reason he's getting these varicose veins, well, we don't care what the reason is, because we know that Jesus goes beyond all medical reasons and all things that we can see and hear and touch. And so we thank you, Lord, for removing these varicose veins. We're thanking you for healthy veins, for Ravitaj. We're thanking you that he's an empty vessel which you may fill, Lord, with your Holy Spirit, Lord, and wash away all his pains, wash away, you're a guy, right? Wash away all his sin by the blood of Jesus. His sin is washed away. And if he has any unknown sin, or even sin he knows of, may he come to you, Lord, and repent of his sin, Lord. And we thank you, Lord, for washing his sins away so that they're under the deepest ocean floor. And we thank you for removing his sins as far as the east is from the west, Lord. And with this removal of sin, he also has this removal of health problems, so that he's in a brand new body, Lord. Brand new body, purchased through the blood of Jesus Christ, Lord. You know, Jesus took the whippings on the whipping post, Lord. And TJ always says that that wasn't commanded of him, that he did that out of his heart and compassion for us, that it was commanded for him to die for us, but he didn't have to take the whippings on the whipping post. It was an extra stop for him to take our health issues. So by his stripes we are healed, and it was only by the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ, acting out of his great compassion for all of us. He took on all our pain and suffering, and we need only to give it to him now. For his yoke is light. And so we put all of our pain and worries and concerns and cares and health issues upon the altar, Lord, for Jesus to pick up and carry for us, Lord. And we also pick up our daily cross, Lord, and we do what we are called to do, carry on the Great Commission here, Lord. You know, we're no longer trapped in our old bodies. We're no longer trapped in the old wineskins. We have new wineskins so that we may be filled with new wine, Lord. And we thank you, Lord, for this transformation. We thank you for your mercies being new every day, Lord, in the name of Jesus, the name above all names. Thank you for the healings for everyone in this group chat. We plead the blood of Jesus over everyone in this group chat in the name of Jesus, the name above all names. Amen. My experience isn't that intense, because I asked God to take away my gifts, and He did. So I mean, it's been 20 years since I really saw much, to be honest. Now I see things here and there, but nothing like the scale I did. And it wasn't just the Lord. It was, you know, I had drug abuse too that was opening up my third eye, and you know, stuff like that. You know, I was traveling with astral projection, and you know, it wasn't all of God's doing. I'm not going to lie and say it was. I just played around with a lot of things, and that's why, to make a short story long or a long story short, I'm not sure which way to cut it up, but that's why with Flo Bunny and Greenwood, I can't be like, oh, they don't know what they were doing, because I didn't know what I was doing either. But that didn't stop me from doing what I shouldn't be doing just because I had ignorance. We can't plead ignorance out on these streets, you know. And I know they're young and whatever, but I mean, gotta draw a line in the sand. And that's my line in the sand right there. Do I dream a lot? Lucid dreams? I used to, yeah. I suppose you could say. I would dream I was different people. I would dream I was different people. I wasn't even me in my dreams. I was all sorts of ages. I don't know, it was like Quantum Leap. You guys ever watch Quantum Leap? That was like me in my dreams. Somebody told me that means I got multiple personalities, so if you want to go that way on it. But I dream in vivid colors. And I found out someone I know only dream in black and white. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because my dreams are so vivid, colorful. Not always, but I mean they're always colorful, but sometimes they're more beautiful than other times. Like I can see the most majestic mountains and sky in my dreams and stuff like that. But I don't want you guys thinking I'm anything special. I think a lot of people have these experiences like me. They just don't talk about it, keep it real. I don't know why I'm talking about it. I'm running my mouth, to be honest. Some things are better left unsaid, but I guess I need content, so here you go. Yeah, that's Taz. That's kind of what's going on. It's nothing, Dinesh. Don't take it personal. Dinesh, I know you're just trying to help me and give me some advice and stuff, but as a YouTuber, after you kind of heard the same thing over and over, it kind of yeah, kind of makes you feisty, apparently. Kind of evokes a reaction sooner or later, to keep it real. I mean, I'm still in flesh, I'm still human. And yeah, I'm kind of stunting. I mean, I'm nothing special, to be honest. I mean, Isola is like, whatever I'm telling you, Isola is like 10 times whatever I'm telling you. So, you know, I got that perspective too, you know. Isola is one smart cookie. Isola is a very big threat to the enemy. Isola's in love with Jesus. Oh, I don't know if you know who Isola is. She's my best friend at Christ Love 2045. But you know, she's my inspiration. She's really out here, living out her love for the Lord. You just got me on a hyper day, extra caffeinated, because I'm trying to give up coffee. But I got a cup of coffee to do my stream with. God probably going, what am I going to do with Danny? She's extra today. I'm not even sure if God approves of the way I've been talking this stream, to be honest. I am talking out of the flesh, so there's that. What am I going to do? I was born in this body. I guess I can pray up more, huh? Maybe that's what you're just trying to tell me and I took it sideways. I don't know. Ah! God bless you. Thanks for putting up with me, Dinesh. Thanks for putting up with me. You know, we're like friends and family here. Part of that is, you know, you get me for who I am. Good, bad, and the ugly. So thanks for understanding, Dinesh. I love you. Don't overthink. I was born overthinking. But, yeah. Well, how's your day going, J-Dub? Skeetum was in here in the beginning of the stream, J-Dub. That's how come I kind of got all extra today. Was Skeetum is trying to negotiate something with Full Bunny and Greenwood Place, and I'm not having it. So I kind of went a little extra. Yeah, you missed him. You must have came in just when he was leaving, J-Dub. Hey, it's Vanch's birthday. I didn't see Vanch come in here, but Isola let me know it's his birthday. If you guys remember Vanch. And where's Kevin? Where's Big Dog Kevin? He finally went to sleep at a decent hour over there? Yeah, Skeetum's, he's been a real blessing on my channel. I don't even know how he found my channel. I mean, probably just showed up in his feed, right? But, Skeetum is a real true blessing from the Lord. Oh, Vanch? Vanch was in, Christ Love stream? Yeah, he's always in our stream. That's who you're talking about. I didn't even know she went live. Well, J-Dub, I don't think she went live for very long. She told me she was kicked out 3 times. So talk about attacks of the enemy. There's proof in the pudding right there. I told her we could collab. Actually, I was hoping to get her on with me today, but it just didn't happen today. So it probably will happen soon. Oh, guys, did she tell you what happened at work, guys? She used to get Starlink. You know what I have is home T-Mobile, and it's only like $50 a month. Starlink is like a lot more money than that. Of course, you can see I can't go very far. Maybe Starlink, I could really cruise the hood. Do you guys want to hear what happened to what's Chrysler at work? She lost her job, I think. Starlink is cheap. It wasn't cheap when I looked into it, but that was a while ago. It was like a few $100s to buy the equipment, then over $100 a month when I looked into it, and that was a while ago. Yeah, that lady who was throwing fits and stuff got mad because Chrysler showed up with her kids. She was supposed to give the lady a ride somewhere. I guess that's how it went. And the lady got attitude because Chrysler came with her kids. And so Chrysler was going to drop her kids off at school or whatever. I'm not sure. But, you know, she was just going to, you know, give her kids a ride somewhere while she gave the lady a ride somewhere. And the lady freaked out on her. It's like, stupid. Not very flexible lady, you know, not very understanding. If you're going to get mad at a woman for giving her kids a ride while she gives you a ride somewhere, that seems to me like, I don't know, she has a heart of stone if you ask me. But a lot of people do nowadays. If you can't understand something as basic as someone trying to multitask like that, I don't know. I told her it's a blessing in disguise because that woman was just, you know, had attitude, you know. Mean white lady? A Karen? She's the one who gave the Karens the name Karen. Yeah, that's what I said. Those were my exact words. I said, that's a blessing in disguise. Fast. Yeah, Karen? Wait, you have your children with you? It's like, whoa, lady. And her kids are well behaved. You saw her kids on the stream. I was surprised, like, I didn't even know like Chrysler was upset at her kids for distracting her stream. I thought they were well behaved, but I'm used to rambunctious ones, I guess. Yeah, how dare you have kids? That's right. It's like, maybe, what reality do you live in? Guess you don't like to share. Share rights. Yeah, how dare you let your kids in the car? That's right. Where'd you pick them up at? Yeah, they're just being normal kids. That's what I thought, Tess. She must be a strict ass mama. Excuse my language. She's about to throw a sandal at him. Of course, strict parents love their kids, so. I had a strict mom, so. But when you have a mom who's a clown, just to keep it real, you can be pretty goofy. Kind of comes with the territory. Yeah, I thought they were just being normal. My mom was pretty strict. Someday I'll tell you how I was horrified at homecoming. I only went to one school dance and she horrified me with it, so I never went to another school dance. I was already horrified because Robbie Gunko told me we were doing the slow dance with Boys to Men. And Robbie Gunko said, I love you to me. And I was so horrified. And then I looked around and we were right next to Mr. Stratton. So Mr. Stratton heard him say it, which horrified me even more. You guys know who Lane Stratton is? The guy who should be in the watch list. And so then he turned around and said, I love you, Mr. Stratton, to try to make up for it. And then I was even further mortified. And Robbie Gunko now has told me he loves me. He told Mr. Stratton he loves him. And it was like, how can it get worse? Well, wait, there's more. My dad wasn't strict. My dad was, you know, my mom wore the pants in the family, so. But I never went to my dad, like my mom's daughter, Sarah, my mom's youngest Sarah, will go to her dad to get permission to do things my mom says no to. That would have never crossed my sister and my sister and me and Dina, that we would have never done that. That would be like getting orders from the 4-star general and then going to the go into your a petty officer or something. I don't know what you call it, and they're saying, hey, can I change the orders up? No, we knew chain of command, and we knew my mom was there was no higher in the chain of command. We would never dare ask my dad, oh, can we do this? If mom already said no. That wouldn't even cross our mind. But that's what Sarah plays them, you know. So my mom doesn't like that. My mom's like, dang, Danny and Dina were pretty good kids growing up. Oh, hi, Vanch. Happy birthday, Vanch. We love you, Vanch. You going on a mini vacay? Does that mean like a trip to the park? Or a trip to the lake? Get your life jacket. Yeah, Vanch, how old are you now? 22 or 23? You can't be just 21, can you? You're pretty young, aren't you? Well, just tell me your age, I guess, Vanch. Thanks for showing up. God bless you on your birthday, Vanch. You were at work? Oh, I see. You celebrating this weekend? Oh yeah, I was telling them, Christ love. I was telling them about your client's attitude about you bringing your kids to work. I don't know if I told the story like exactly right, but I did my best. That's like really ridiculous if you ask me. But hey, I never had kids, so, but I mean, my mom took me to work all the time. My mom took me to birthday parties all the time. I was always at work with my mom. So, I don't know what it's like to have kids, but I know what it was like to have a mom who had a job as an entertainer, and I was there for the gigs. If not her assistant half the time, you know what I'm saying? So... So yeah, I was kicking it at 7-Eleven while my mom was painting snowflakes on the 7-Eleven windows and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're calling her Karen. We dubbed her Karen. We're calling her Karen over here, Chrysler. Yeah, it was Taz said the same thing I said, that it was a blessing in disguise to be done with her. All right, God bless you, XXL. Have a good night. XXL, happy Pride Month. Yeah, XXL, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We love you, homeboy. Christ love, I was kind of going off on a rant today. I'm kind of low-key embarrassed on how I was going on a rant today. But it is what it is. Yeah, whole month. You'll get more clients. Yeah, somebody better will come your way. Way better. Mean white lady named Karen. Mexican? Well, mean, anyways. My grandma was the meanest that would come. My grandma was the meanest they would come. But if you're already down on your luck, she wouldn't kick you if you're down on your luck. You know what I'm saying? She would be mean if she thought you deserved an ass whooping. But if she thought you already were down on your luck, she would pick you up. So, I mean, she had a balance at least. You guys. Yeah, you have lots of people interested in employing your duties. Chrysler. Everyone in the chat's coming up with injuries now. They're going to get a cast and wrap around their leg, just or a neck brace. Remember the old neck brace for when you they used to put it in movies and stuff, TV shows. When someone was in a car wreck and trying to juice it for everything it's worth, they always put on that neck brace real quick. Oh boy. Mexican on Mexican. Well, I don't know, Christ love, I don't know if your family is like this, but I've said before that Mr. G's family's a little snobby, but I didn't really get into it. I had a boss from Mexico City, and so he was Southern Mexican. My family, or my husband's family, is North Mexican. I mean, they're just from across the border, and they think North Mexicans are better than South Mexicans. And even worse is if you're South American, or God forbid, come from Central America. They really, they think they're above other people just because of where they grew up, and I think that's nonsense. But oh yeah, and a Cuban, if you're a Cuban, forget it. They think they're really above Cubans, and I've been to South Mexico. I haven't been to North Mexico except to get my dental work, but I never spent any real time in North Mexico. I've spent 7 weeks in South Mexico, right? As south as you can get, the Cancun Peninsula or the Yucatan Peninsula. And so I'm just I don't know. Yeah, Guatemalan. Didn't want to be called a Mexican. Yeah, they get very well, even when I grew up in the Cambodian neighborhood, I know they got mad if people thought they were Vietnamese or Thai or whatever, they're Cambodian. So people can get pretty prideful about where they come from. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain, Christ love. I don't know if I explained it right, guys, but I think I was trying to explain that you're just trying to manage rights. Yeah, I've had friends from all races too, Christ love. Just to keep it stacked, the only people I ever, well, it wasn't even like that, but that Native American stole my car, so he got his sister and mom against me, so it wasn't really the natives were against me, but it was just his fam. But did you win in any of the races? Cass, you like all of them except the ones you don't like, right? Yeah. Well, and there's hardly any blacks in Oregon. There's going to be more blacks in Oregon now. But when I lived in Klamath Falls, they had 0.05. So half of 1% of the people in Klamath Falls were black. Half of 1%. So I mean, Oregon traditionally don't have very many blacks. We have a lot of Mexicans because of the agriculture work. But I hear that's changing up. There's Getting more diversity in Oregon, I guess. But I'm not there. I just what I heard. My dad was telling me, before he passed away. Um, chew tobacco? Oh yeah. But we have the Native Americans back home. Oregon's got a lot of Native Americans, especially Klamath Falls, because that's where the Klamath Indians come from. So the guy who stole my car was a Klamath Indian. And we have the Modoc Indians. They're from Northern California, which is not too far away. And half the towns in Oregon are named after Indians, or half the rivers, or half the geographical areas, got Indian names, or Native American names, I should say. Yeah, Oregon's a very white. Well, it's like 20% Mexican, or at least it used to be back in the day. It was like 20% Mexican, and then almost the rest was white. And a lot of people for some reason, a lot of people from New England, New England immigrants, like people from like New York or Massachusetts for some reason. And it's like, okay, we have there's all this area in between here and there. How they end up, I don't know if it's a East Coast, West Coast thing. Like the East Coast and the West Coast kind of, have a certain mentality, so they gravitate towards each other. I don't know if that's what it's about or what. I never spent time in the East Coast, but Cherokees in North Carolina. 21, yeah, I wish I was 21. Well, I do and I don't. Because I loved growing up in the 90s, so there's that. We were the last kids to grow up without cell phones in our hands, So we had real lives as far as I'm concerned. And now look, I'm on the phone with this. You get a lot of Southerners migrating there, Taz, from Louisiana, Kentucky, Alabama. Is it because they're farm workers and they're working the farms up there? Or is it a certain job, a certain industry that they're drawn to? Because my dad's from Kansas, and he's not Russian, but he would tell me that there was a lot of Russians in Kansas just because Russia's got the wheat farms, and so then they migrated to Kansas because they could grow what they knew to grow, Just saying. But see, my dad's dad was born in Tennessee, and he could pass for white in the north, but he couldn't pass for white in the south. At least that's what my dad said. So Kansas was considered the north, and Tennessee was considered the south. So he moved there just to, so he could run his business and stuff. As with less of that racial tension. That's how my dad said it, anyways. Party, party, party. Boncha, we're going to have a party? Generation X all the way. Oh, they're just looking for more job opportunities. And yeah, the South has really low wages. Extremely low. And even here, I found out waitresses don't get paid minimum wage here because they take into account tips. And that sucks. I know when I lived in Ohio, it was the same way. But see, out west, like Oregon, California, Washington, we give waitresses minimum wage, and then, they get their tips. But certain states, you don't get minimum wage if you're a waitress. And this state is one of them. And I'm like, oh, great. That's what my hairdresser was telling me. She was a waitress before becoming a hairdresser. You're in the South? Yeah, I know you're in Louisiana. But don't they get really low wages down there, Joshua? You want a blonde girlfriend? Well, Isola's not blonde. Oh, you mean someone closer to your age, right? See, chat. $7.25? Okay, that's like 90s minimum wage for where I grew up. Or maybe early 2000s. We get paid like, we're for West Coast, I don't live there anymore, but it was like $16 an hour last I heard. If you lived like in Portland Metro, the Portland Metro gets more money. $5 an hour? What the heck, Taz? That's horrible. You brunette too? Okay. You're blonde, Ibby? Ibby, I have conflicting information on that. Going topless? Food industry sucks? I mean, I did it for free food, not gonna lie. But I had a sweet job doing catering, so it wasn't really like food industry. It was more like uh, running around in a golf cart, serving coffee to the dean. Had to be decaffeinated. That was our biggest rule. Decaf coffee for the dean. Um, it was pretty chill job. Golf cart riding was the best part. Not gonna lie. Tip pooling? Yeah, you gotta share your tips. Yeah. I know about some places like that. The waitress will confide in me and say, I share tips. So then after that, I'll be like sneaking a five into her palm when I leave and stuff. I'm like, don't say anything. Tip sharing, yeah. What the heck's that about? Tip outs? Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to work, no lie. Hey, Jeff. I mean, this is kind of like work, but not really. Talking to y'all. I mean, I have to put in the hours, but I enjoy it. They worked at Applebee's. Well, my sister, she was always bar hopping, so she always told me where to go for the cool bar. But I would always be the designated driver. Like when I had the gay roommate, I was his designated driver. And yeah, I didn't get too wild at bars. Well, Applebee's isn't really a bar, but they do have a bar section. Leatherface? I don't know what that's about. Taz, you're gonna make me blush. You guys are too much. Bible study? Yeah, let me get out the Bible. Somebody said I got to focus more on the Lord than the enemy. So here I go. I do listen to advice. It just takes me a minute to process. I don't know if you guys ever realized that about me. I don't take advice from the jump, but I will process it and take advice. Oh boy. If I could find my Bible cards. What do you guys see? Man, this place is a wreck. I got all my clothes out here, and it's kind of like, in case you wonder why all this stuff's piled up, it's all my clothes. Almost all my clothes. Okay. Random tattoo? Yeah, I am a computer. What's going on in the chat? What did I miss? 3:47, Taz. Don't forget to go to work. Or whatever time it is where you are. You're an hour ahead, right? Wait, shouldn't you be at work already? Shouldn't you be clocked in by now? My timing's a little off because I came in so late, but... Oh! Yeah, I'm kind of slow. What can I say? I stayed up watching this movie called Across the Universe. I think you would like it, Taz, though, because you love musicals. Or I heard something about you watching musical once in a while. So why don't you watch Across the Universe? It's free on YouTube. No chains bind you today? Yeah, Jesus sets the captives free. Jesus breaks the chains. You really want to know blondes? Does the carpet match the drapes? No, no. You don't know what that means, Ranch. Never mind. Okay, I don't know. Know that you know that Beatles time period of like when they started to like, well, like Vietnam era. So it talks about the Vietnam era. It kind of, well, that's the time frame. So it's New York City, Vietnam War. So there's protesting going on and dropping out of society and you know, all that. And so it talks about like a guy and his best friend. Their experiences with kicking it in New York City. So the one guy, so the one guy's British. The one guy's British, and he moves to the USA, and his name is Jude. And it talks about, or it's about his, and he's an artist, and so it's about his life, experience in New York City, with this group of friends. And so one lady, J-Dub, is this correct or not? Or did J-Dub have to go walk his fish? J-Dub, is the one lady supposed to be like Janis Joplin? I mean, they call her something else, but she's got Janis Joplin vibes. And then her friend has Jimi Hendrix vibes. And so it talks about like, I don't know, it's got a lot of music in it. It's got a lot of music in it. It does like all the Beatles songs that were like, you know, the ones they got into once they got like more like became more like hippies. And so it's kind of like a low-key romance story, but it's not too much into romance. I mean, I didn't feel like it was. Brush's Pet Rock. Okay, guys, I'm going to put on another lipstick. This stuff's already coming off. This stuff comes off with quickness. What do you want me to put on? The pink or which one? What are they called? Jellies are my favorite, so these better be good. This better be good. I mean, I've only had like one jelly, and I loved it. One bona fide jelly. Then I had a couple that were so cheap I wouldn't call them jellies. What are these called? Bouncy lips? What the heck? Who wrote this? It says it's going to give me bouncy lips. What's this called? It's got collagen in it. Well, that's not too bad. Hydration Bliss. Well, what's the freaking name? Korean. It's made in Korea. Candy? Oh, okay. This one's called Candy. Candied. This one's called Candied. Oh, well, these actually do look a little different than the last, or what was the theme? The revolvers, these ones that looked alike. These actually are a little different, but let me look. Let me try to open it. These things are hard to open. I need Chrysler up here just to open the package. I have no idea. I'm clueless on how to even open this sucker. Okay, this one's called Candied at least. I'm about to just try the other one on because it's too hard to open. And give up that easy. Okay, well, this is called Candied. This is called Fairy. Fairy? Is this Fairy? This is Candied. Which one, Chrysler? Vanch, I'm not even reading your comments. Sorry, brother. I don't know what you're joking about. Oh, went in a blonde? Maybe I should have read the Bible verses instead. Okay, well, we're going to do a twofer. We're going to do a 2-for-1. I'm going to do one side, one color, one side of the other color. And I'm not going to wipe off what I have on either. I know when I watch these YouTubers, people always complain in the comments, you didn't wash off the last lipstick. How can we tell what that looks like? Well, good thing I'm not a content creator for makeup, right? So you guys can't complain about that. Ah! Okay. Oh, ain't it cute though? It's cute though. I think it's cute. It's got a little cloud on the top. It's called, what's it called? Deer Cloud. It's called Deer Cloud. This one is candied. That's candied. It's not worth it? What's not worth it? Oh. J-Dub, should I tell them how I met my ex? Would that be considered a dating app? I don't know. You guys would judge me too much. So our relationship was based on lust because we met in a way that was lust from the jump. So, I mean, J-Dub, should I tell them or not? It might have to be for another secret meeting. I don't know if it's appropriate. I'll let J-Dub decide. Okay. So, I went on Craigslist and I put up an ad on Craigslist. And I said I was a cougar and I had treats for the right pup. And I said, send me 2 pictures of yourself and send me a picture of your best marijuana. And marijuana was legal in Oregon at the time, right? And I get 325 responses. I get 325 emails. 25 of them said I was full of SHIT and they knew it was just a prank. Well, Trump shut her down. Trump don't allow these type of Craigslist posts no more. So I was grandfathered in, so to speak. So I had 325 responses. 25 said they knew I was full of it and that it was a punk. So I got rid of 300 applications, right? 100 of them didn't follow my directions because I said I wanted 2 pictures of yourself. I want a picture of your weed. 100 people couldn't follow those directions. So I automatically disqualified them. So now it was down to 200 options. So I looked through the 200, looked what they wrote me, looked at the pictures, and I only picked one person out of that 200 that I had left. I only picked one person. Yeah, it was way back when. It was like 10 years ago, so yeah. So I literally just picked, I didn't even like, I mean, I narrowed it down. I narrowed it down to I had one person, and I only replied to that one person. And then we met, and then it turned into a relationship. A situationship. Is that what we're calling it? I mean, he proposed to me. Not in real life, though. Not in real life. But he's the only guy who ever proposed to me, and he didn't do it in real life, so I don't know if that even counts. But he took a picture of his grandma's wedding ring and said, I would like you to wear this ring. So, I mean, we got kind of serious for a hot minute. But then he broke off our engagement. I mentioned this before in the stream. And, you know, he blamed it on his dad and stuff. Yeah, this was in the heyday of Craigslist. So, he didn't live that close to me. He lived in Northern California. So it was kind of a drive. So it was kind of like a long distance thing. And so everyone on the block knew all our relationship drama. Everyone on the block knew um, the on and off again stuff. You know. Yeah, you sounded like my mom, Joshua. My mom sent you in this chat. That sounds like he's a serial killer. Is that it? You found a serial killer. Oh, yeah. Be nice to Vanch. Happy birthday, Vanch. So, you know, we were together for like, I don't know how long. Maybe from late summer to well, I broke up with him a week before Valentine's Day, so what would that be? So let's just say August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We were together for like 6 months. And I already told J-Dub all about this. He thought he thought it was pretty crazy. Okay, which one should I put on? Do you remember the names? One was Candid and one was Fairy, but which was which? Oh wait, I said I was going to do half and half. Oh, he proposed to me really quick. He proposed to me really quick. And of course, I was a fool and said yes and told everyone on the block. And then he ghosted me and got with another chick. His aunt has a convenience store. So he asked me if I wanted to work at the convenience store and I said no, I don't work retail anymore. I don't want to do it. So he ghosted me after I said yes like a fool to his proposal, and then he ghosted me, and then he was kicking it with her, and then I took him back after that. But it was kind of embarrassing because you know, it was everybody knows everybody on the block, and she wasn't exactly from the block, but she was like, well, Ray knew her. So then after I got with Ray was like, yeah, I hooked up with her too. So she was kind of like known as a ratchet, hey, or something like that. I mean, I'm just going to say that. I mean, I don't know the details, but she hooked up with Ray even. They didn't like go all the way. They didn't get all the way, go all the way, but they did make out together. And so me and Ray were walking on this river one day after we got together, and we walked up on her, and Ray already, because I told Ray who she was, and Ray was like, Ray knew everybody. Ray grew up there and he knew everybody. So Ray was like, yeah, I know her. And so then we like walked up on her, and I was like low-key embarrassed, and I don't think she knew who I was or knew my past with him. I mean, they had a really short-lived romance. I mean, he came back to me, right? But yeah, it was so awkward. It was very awkward to just meet her like that. So anyways, and she was all like, I want to go fishing someday, blah blah blah. And Ray's like, well, we'll go fishing with you. And I'm looking at Ray like, shut the F up, Ray, we ain't going fishing with her. But Ray's loving it because, you know, he's like ha ha ha. Hey, they look the same. What the heck? Were they the same? Can you tell the difference? I put this one on this side. But yeah, it was just like, Uh, Rocky and Rocky Jr. Yeah. Well, the thing is, okay, let's put it this way. Ray didn't go all the way with her. Ray just made out with her. So the fact Ray didn't go all the way, like he didn't make a home run with her. He only went to third base. Ray only went to third base with her, right? I mean, you don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm not going to explain, guys. But if you know, you know. So he went to third base with her, but he cut it short after that, you know. So the fact that Ray didn't even do a home run with her, kind of told me like, it wasn't like she wasn't. She. Like, even Ray felt like he could do better. I'm just going to keep it real. Even Ray felt like he could do better. And that's pretty bad. I mean, but Ray got with some hot chicks, don't get me wrong. Ray got with some really, really bomb looking chick. I mean, he got with like the hottest woman in town as far as I know. Me and Ray were walking down the street during a classics car parade. And he said, oh my God, don't look that way, don't look that way. Oh my gosh, we got to go. And I'm like, what's going on, Ray? And I see this chick, and she's like the hottest chick I've ever seen in town. And Ray's like, that's my baby mama. And I'm like, you're so full of it, Ray. That's not your baby mama. And he's like, shh. Come on, let's go. And so then when we got back to my place, he was like, showed me pictures, and that was his baby mama. And I was like, really, Ray? Dang, Ray could really. I was like, I'm even impressed, Ray. So I mean. I guess that's all superficial and shallow, you know, because I say looks don't matter. But I was low-key impressed with him. Yeah, Chaz, I think the ecosystem. I think something was going on with her ecosystem. The other one, not the hot Indian princess, because his baby mama was a Native American, and but the girl, the girl he just, that we met at the river. Yeah, I think she had an ecosystem issue. And she wanted to go fishing. I think, never mind. But yeah, so, anyways, that's enough about my past loves. That's enough about him. No shout out to the river girl, no. Oh no, you know what happened with her? Oh, I forgot this till right now. I seriously blocked this out of my memory. You know why it didn't work with her and my fake fiance? You know why it didn't work with them? Because, did I tell you she started working at the shop? I don't know if I skipped this part. Did I tell you do you remember I said that he wanted to give me that job for his aunt's convenience store? And I said no. Well, she took the job. Right? I think I forgot to mention that part, right? So she was working for his aunt at the convenience store. And she started stealing money. She started taking money out of the register. And, his aunt started to realize that things weren't like, the books weren't going, you know, she was looking at the books and they weren't making as much money as should be coming in. So she put up a little baby cam or a little nanny cam, you know, like a teddy bear with a camera in it or something low-key. And so she filmed that girl and caught that girl taking money out of the register. And so that's kind of like why it fell through with them. Yeah, she's a river rat. She wasn't a hood rat, she was a river rat. So yeah, so he ended up telling me that, like later on down the road, like, yeah, well, like, I don't know how I even, because I pretended, this whole time I'm pretending that I didn't know that he broke up with me to get with her, or like, I'm pretending like, I'm playing dumb, right, this whole time. But just, like, somehow I mention it, like, low-key, like, oh, whatever happened to that girl who was working at your aunt's market, like acting like I didn't know they had a theme, right? like passed or whatever. And then he's like, oh yeah, you wouldn't believe it. She was stealing money and we caught her on the camera. Stay away from them river girls. So look. He got this girl involved with his aunt, and his aunt lost money because he got her this employee. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't work out for his aunt. His aunt, like, you know what I'm saying? His aunt had to suffer the consequences of his poor dating decisions. To keep it real. Am I AI? No, I'm definitely not. I'm bearing my soul here, talking about all my deep dark secrets. So anyway, yeah, right. Oh, let's go fishing together. And she's like, oh yeah, fishing sounds fun. And I'm over there like, I ain't going nowhere if you did. And Ray's all giggling. I was like, you're not even funny, Ray. I ain't going fishing with that chick. No way, hopefully. Anyways, that's just a story. That's just some stuff that happened with some people I used to know. Yeah, we're Americans. Most of us. Anyways, some of us, half of us. I am, at least. But yeah. The way I feel about fishing is how others feel about chow. Well, I think it's just an excuse to like get away from your I think guys use it as an excuse to get away from their girlfriend or their wife and just to drink beer somewhere. And I think they just use it as an excuse to just have some me time or time away from the missus. I don't know, something like that. I've been fishing once. Who is God? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. Yeah. Sure, well. I don't know what else to talk about. I didn't even plan on talking about that. You guys got me talking about all sorts of things. Now I was supposed to read these Bible verses. They're still here. Still right here, front and center. Okay, I'll read some Bible verses. Enough about me. Well, I'm kind of low-key embarrassed, to be honest. But they say there's no condemnation in Christ. But I mean, I'm 48. But I mean, putting up an ad like that on Craigslist, what did I expect to be real? You know what I'm saying? And Dina talked me into it. I just told Dina, I was just talking to Dina, and Dina said, modern problems call for modern solutions. And Dina's modern solution was a Craigslist ad. I would not have thought of that on my own. But I can't really blame Dina. I mean, I'm a full-grown woman, you know. But she came up with the idea. Dina's always been the catalyst for Danny's crazy times in her life. Keep it real. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I turned 48 a couple weeks ago, so thank you. Or is it a month by now? I don't know. Coming on a month now. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Your brother and you get into some situations too, Taz? Ah, what did I do for my birthday? I had a birthday stream. We listened to music. Hip hop tunes, mostly. I partied like it's 1999. Okay, 1 Peter 5:10. May the God of all grace, who called us to his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after you have suffered a while, perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. I don't know. I don't think I read that right. That doesn't sound right, does it, guys? I think it meant perfect. Instead of perfect, I think it meant perfect. So may the God of all grace, who called us to his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after you have suffered a while, perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. 1 Peter 5:10. You get into altercations protecting them? Oh, wow. But now you guys all settled down and just having barbecues? He's more settled down now, right? I hope. I mean, Dina, I can't even see Dina or have a conversation with her. She's just so far out there now. And I kind of miss, being able to have that connection with her and that relationship, because Dina's one of a kind, just to keep it real, She goes crazy, full throttle, And, that's kind of fun, but hey. We're not on that type of time anymore. We're not running on the same type of time anymore. I mean, nobody running on Dina's time anymore. She's just one flew over the cuckoo's nest right now, They almost committed her again. My mom almost got her. They're running the paperwork through. They're running paperwork through to send her back to Salem mental institution, But she acted normal enough for long enough to find her way out of that one. So, she knows how to work the system by now, It's not her first rodeo. So she just acted normal enough to, they call it presenting, at least that's what my mom calls it. She can present herself really well, so she can look quote-unquote normal. She can pretty much punk the professionals. She can work them. She's smarter than them. And so she can tell them what they want to hear just to get them to booger off, or, just to get them off her back, and then she goes back to cray-cray time. Dina's very smart. Dina is very smart. Dina's smarter than me. Not only definitely back in the day she could do math better than me and stuff like that, but psychologically, she can figure people out. Dina can figure out somebody in a heartbeat. Dina's very good at a psychology aspect of stuff. So she can figure out anybody and then work them. Bipolar. Is that part of being bipolar, Taz? Yeah, she is. But she says she's on the manic side. So she says she don't really get depressed. It's just and that's why she likes it. That's why she likes not taking her meds, because she can actually just start vibing, going on her own little roller coaster ride. Yeah. So. Shout out to Christ Love. Oh, you got me a 4-leaf clover. Shout out to Christ Love. I love you, sis. Don't worry about that job. You got way better jobs. That lady was just a headache and a half. She was too much to handle. You deserve a client who's, patient and kind and understanding. If you can't understand somebody just giving their kids a ride, oh, look at that, a flower too. She just has a heart of stone, as we say. And you need someone with a heart of flesh who will work with you. Christ love. Oh yeah, Dina and your mom ride in the same wave of craziness. Nun movie? talking about? What are you talking about, Rocker? But yeah, is these like bipolar traits? So anyways, you know, Dina, she has fun being Dina. What can I say? Dina likes Dina in. And, oh, Christ love you. Shout out to Christ love. Love you forever. Love you a long time, Isla. Hey, did you know, guys? Is it Selah? Is that how you say it? Selah, the American way? But did you guys know that when you read Psalms, is it Psalms, Isla? When you read Psalms, sometimes they have the word or Selah. We call it Selah or Selah on the side, and it means you're supposed to have a pause and like meditate on the words or have a quiet moment with God. And so it's on the side when you read Psalms. Like after you read a section, it says Selah, and then so you're supposed to take a break to like absorb and be one with God and the Word. And that's what her name's named after. That's what she's named after. Is the pause to reflect on God and be one with God while you're reading the Psalms. And so I didn't realize that till she told me a few weeks ago. And I've always seen that word. I don't even know how to pronounce it in English, but it's S-E-L-A-H. There's actually a book called that too that I read. And so if you get out Psalms, you see that once in a while, every few verses. And so that's the pause to get your mind off the verses and just to have you connect with the Lord and reflect on the Word and take a break. So I'm not explaining it the best way, but that's an impressive name she's got. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, did you know that? You know what I'm talking about, J-Dub? Let me look and see if it's in my Bible. I think some Bibles have it nowadays and some Bibles don't nowadays, you know. But I think this one should have it. So you go to Psalms. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, right here. So here's an example. So we're on Psalms 89. 35. Wait. No, let's go 34. So we're on Psalm 89:34. My covenant I will not break, nor alter the word that has gone out of my lips. Once I have sworn by my holiness, I will not lie to David. His seed shall endure forever, and his throne as the sun before me. It shall be established forever like the moon, even like the faithful witness in the sky. And right here, Selah. Selah, right here. Selah. So after reading those verses, it says Selah. So that means you're supposed to stop and, reflect on what you just read and before you go on. So I just opened the Bible to Psalms and found that with a quickness. So it's throughout Psalms, here and there. Thank you, Christ love. Thank you for all the tips, sis. So yeah, her name's got a cool history to it. And I thought it was interesting that the one I picked started with my covenant, because Sarah's ministry work, she calls her ministry New Covenant. So that's kind of interesting. Coincidence, huh, guys? Oh, it's like Elizabeth? It's a modern Spanish and Latin American variation of Isabel or Elizabeth. Because of this, it shares their biblical meaning, devoted to God. Oh, wow. Take a pause, right. So there you go. If you didn't know, now you do. Take a pause. Yeah, it's important. It's important for real. Especially in our day and age, I think, we're too used to, wanting to grind, grind culture and all that. But really, God can accomplish a lot more than we can by ourselves trying to grind. God can give us way more just by being in His presence and listening to him. I'm talking to myself too. Talking to myself more than you guys, actually. Keep it real. But, you know, because I get caught up in that. I think if I just think this through, I'm going to figure it out. And then I'm going to have my perfect life. You know, but that's not reality. Reality is we all need time to step back and look at the big picture. And just to rest and let God flow and work with us through the Holy Spirit. Yeah, it's a very cool name, J-Dub. Very, very awesome name. Before we were even knitted in the womb, so before we were even created, God had plans for us and knew his plans for us. Bunch. Yeah, he has good plans to prosper us. And that means give us blessings. He knows all the names of the stars in the universe. That's right. He even knows about the stars we haven't discovered yet. I mean, he created them, so of course he knows them. Yeah, everyone in the Bible, well, is this true or not, Christlove? I'm assuming. But I'm pretty sure everyone in the Bible who was ever successful and followed the Lord had conflict and strife, and I don't think anybody had a perfect life in the Bible. They all came upon persecution and war and slander and everything we come against. Everyone in the Bible that God chose, you know, they were people. They had their desires, they had their weaknesses, they had their sins to deal with. They were human just like us. The part about being human is nobody's got a perfect life out here. We got people jealous of us, we got haters, we got distractions, we got to deal with lust, especially nowadays more than ever, you know. Lust is a big issue nowadays. I mean, look at me. I'm talking about I went on Craigslist to find a dude. That's not an act of lust. I don't know what is. So, he's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. That's right. He knows all of our thoughts, our feelings, and hopes and wishes. That's right. You back from your walk, J-Dub? You already back with Pepper and KK? So, I mean, why do I always say I mean? I rewatch my streams and it annoys me when I say I mean. I'm going to stop doing that, but it's a bad habit. I mean, there could be worse habits to have, just saying. Yeah, he's the beginning and the end. Well, God's time is not like our time, you know. Our time is linear. His time is, you know, he's God, so he doesn't have to run on time like us mortals do. Ah! Oh, great. We're getting timeouts. How come you don't work today, Taz? Am I missing something? Is it Friday already? And J-Dub gave me a great compliment the other day. J-Dub says his walk with the Lord. Oh, he said his walk with the Lord is... he's getting closer to the Lord since he's been watching me. So that's a great compliment, J-Dub. I love you, bro. But, it's Friday? Are you kidding me, Taz? Where did the week go? Oh my gosh. No, you keep track of it better than I. I mean, I've been in bed a lot. I've been in bed a lot, so the days have just kind of blurred together for me this week. He paid a debt he did not owe. I owe a debt I could not pay. Hey, J-Dub, you wrote that on your Easter post on Facebook. I wondered where you got that from. Friday, yay! Friday fish day. Y'all eat fish on Friday? When I lived in Illinois, they had Friday fish day everywhere. I lived in an Episcopalian. Was it Episcopalian? I don't know. It was some type of, I want to say Episcopalian, but it was, it surprised me because that's usually a Catholic thing, but apparently it bled over into this popular church group that's Protestant, and I saw signs everywhere. Fish Friday, Fish Bake Friday, like at the Elk Hall or the Lions Hall, the Civic Center or Senior Center, whatever. Fish Fun Friday, so it carried over. You got Southern Slang? Who sings that song anyway, J-Dub? Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody's a Yankee thing, isn't it? I don't know. Ah! Yeah. J-Dub, oh, that's good. That's good. J-Dub says, I have 100% since I've been watching this channel. I haven't spoken to God in a long time until I recently started listening to Danny and Christ Love. So thank you both. Thank you. You're welcome. Ah, National Donut Day. I wondered why the cops weren't around here today. They're busy at Winchell's Donut Shop. No, just kidding. You're praying too, Tess? Well, thank you. For praying for me. I appreciate it. Donut Day. We invaded Germany today? Is today D-Day? Oh no, D-Day is when they invaded us at Pearl Harbor, right? It's been a while since I studied that stuff, guys. But I learned it. I got the Vietnam War vibes last night, thanks to J-Dub. Hey J-Dub, did you know that one guy low-key looks like John Mayer? Did you know Jude low-key looks like John Mayer? What you recommended me, dog? I thought you didn't like him. I was at the gym yesterday for today's donut day. Tomorrow is D-Day. Oh, it's tomorrow. D-Day for donut day? Well, they're supposed to give you a free donut on donut day, aren't they? I don't know if you know the right place to go to, at least back in Oregon, if you know the right place to go to, they give you like a free donut. Or, I don't know, nowadays you probably have to buy a coffee to get the free donut. You know, things aren't like they used to be, just saying. But somehow you're supposed to score a free donut with a purchase maybe nowadays. Hot take, what's your favorite donut? I like me bear claws and what's the thing with the apples and cinnamon in the middle? I forget what they're called. Well, see, I used to work next to a donut shop that had hot donuts on deck. I go in there on my first break, they'd be having HOT donuts. So I got really spoiled, loving hot donuts. And I would always get me a strudel. Is that what it's called? No, oh shoot. All I remember is, yo, you like the raspberry filling? What are those donuts called that get raspberry or apple filling? Guys, help us. Is that a strudel? Chocolate glazed. Now, is that like on a, oh, whatchamacallit? I need to up my donut game evidently. I can't remember. I can't remember how to order at the donut shop no more. Is that like the kind that have the ridges though? You know what I'm talking about? Like an old fashioned. Is that like an old fashioned donut but with chocolate on it? Do you know what I'm talking about? The kind that are like crunchy? Like almost kind of like cake texture? Or not, I don't know what I'm saying. Honey buns. Honey buns. They gave my old boss at Old Navy grief. Well, she brought in little Debbie honey buns. And when she left the break room, everyone said, can you believe she brought in honey buns? But they were little Debbie. Maybe if they were like real honey buns, it'd be different. Are you talking about the little Debbie honey buns or like having real honey buns? Whatever that is. Honey buns go crazy. Yeah, those girls at Old Navy, they didn't appreciate it. They started talking shade as soon as my boss left. Honey buns. How dare she? Little Debbie, how dare she? Apple pie donuts. But there's a name for it. There's a name for it. If there's apple and cinnamon. Bavarian? No, what's Bavarian? That's the chocolate one, ain't it? No, Bavarian is the chocolate cream. Oh yeah, that's what I like too. I like the chocolate cream or the custard in the middle, the Bavarians. And then they got chocolate on the top too, right? Or they can have maple, maybe. Like a maple bar, but it's on the Bavarian. Like the maple topping. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's called a Bavarian, right? Uncrustables. I don't get a toaster. And I want a toaster, but I heard we don't get room for it. Because I bought a blender we don't hardly use. I bought a juicer we don't hardly use. So buying one more kitchen appliance when I don't use the ones I already bought is kind of pushing it, to be honest. Honey buns from the gas station. Oh, that's the plug. Cake donuts. You don't like cake donuts? Okay, yeah, my sister put me on game. You know the donut holes? She said you had to watch out because half of them are true donuts and half of them are cake donuts. So I didn't know that. So I was in the store with Dina. This is back when she was not crazy. Crazy Dina probably don't care. But back when Dina had more discretion, was taking her meds, she slapped my hand when I picked up the cake donut hose. No, those are cake donut hose. We gotta get the real donut hose. I was like, what you talking about? And she's like, yeah, those ones, not those. I was like, dang, Dina, you know your donuts. Yeah, Dina didn't like cake donuts either, Cass. I didn't know the difference till she put me on game. Apple fritters. Oh, that's what I do. They're called apple fritters. That's right. So I either get apple fritters, I get Bavarians, or I get bear claws. I kind of rotate between those three. Apple fritters. Thanks, J-Dub. See J-Dub on his donut game. J-Dub's already driving to the donut shop for donut day. I'm going to start giving timeouts. I'm not even going to play, guys. If you guys want to say something creepy in here, I'm giving you a timeout right now. I'm not even playing. I'll probably in 5 minutes will space off and forget. But hey, I'm just saying for now. Stay on your best behavior. Right, Chris McRae? Hi. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm leaning over. I feel like I have bad posture, guys. I'm all like collapsing into the kitchen sink. Thinking about donuts and salivating and crashing out. What time is it? I didn't even try to cook dinner today because I was afraid of crashing out. Can you be mod? No. I'm not accepting any more mods. That's what they are? The fritters? Yeah, I know. Is that what you're talking about, Tita? Goodness and genuine kind. What did I do? Read one Bible verse? What? What are you talking about, J-Dub? Oh, you responding to someone? Oh, yeah. No, we're not modding anyone up. You love you a redhead? Am I considered a redhead? Guys, did you see my dye? I showed it one stream. Where's my dye? Oh, where did I put it? Okay. I bought the pink dye originally. I originally bought the pink dye, but I canceled the order because I went to Amazon top sellers, and this is Amazon's top seller for temporary dye. So what do you think? So when this starts to wash out a little more, I'm going to put this in. Yay or nay? Should I have stuck with the pink, or is it okay? I'm going to try this. Need to lose 20 pounds? Oh, I thought you were telling me that, J-Dub. I was about to smack you over the stream. No, just kidding. What do you guys think? Strawberry blonde? Yeah, we're supposed to start doing burpees. We're supposed to start doing burpees. And going to the gym, Jada. The same. Are you going to start going to the gym, J-Dub? Should we do it on even days or odd days? Or should even days be arms and odd days be legs or something? I mean, how far you want to go with it? You were burping earlier? Yeah. Knew someone was going to say that. Okay, let's do another Bible verse. Proverbs 10:25. The righteous has an everlasting foundation. Proverbs 10:25. The righteous has an everlasting foundation. Auburn hair. Well, did you see that picture of my mom, J-Dub? On my short with my mom and my dad? I showed their wedding picture. And then after their wedding picture, I showed her. And my mom's definitely redhead. Auburn red. Okay, Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the poor in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Not sure, better ask Christ, love. You've been working out while you watch my streams? Really, Cass? So, how's your cutting back on the nicotine going? Yeah, should I start working out when I'm doing my stream? Here, I got my kettlebell. This is my light one. I got a heavier one, but after I bought the heavier one, I realized I'm a wimp now. So this is just a 5-pounder, but it feels heavy to me. That's embarrassing. So here we go. There you go. I'm exercising. Used to do 100 a day. Well, I used to be able to do a lot. What can I say? Yeah, we're all hitting the gym. That was the agreement. J-Dub, Pinky swear with us? You going to the gym? See, I don't got a gym here, so I got an excuse, so I do gym at home. And that's what this is. Don't say you're too lazy. Look, I got chronic fatigue here and I got my kettlebell out. Look at this. Look what your girl doing, look. Doing the wraparound with the kettlebell. Look at this. If I can do it, you can do it. I look like my mom. Look, I don't know how far I want to go with it right now, but hey look. Hey look, y'all. I can do it, you can do it. I look like my mom? Yeah, that's what they say. There we go, Danny exercising. Where's all the people who say I need to exercise? They better come in here and recognize. See, I'm putting in the work now. Quick, I've never been able to do push-ups, but you guys are guys. So, I'm doing this. I could do chin-ups. I used to do chin-ups or pull-ups. Is that what they're called? You know, when you're on the bar and you go like this. I could do those. I could do like a lot of things, but not push-ups. So. Which way? This way? There I go. I'm exercising, y'all, for the record. So any of you haters in here, best recognize. I used to only do kettlebell workouts. I used to know the routines, but I mean, a long, long time ago. So some of it's still in my head somewhere. Heck, I used to even do the lawnmower. Let's start the lawnmower, guys. Let's start the lawnmower like this. I was about to bust out with lawnmowers, but I think, yeah, I'm good for now. I don't know. Was this part of it? I think I'm making up this one. Yeah, well, probably going to have what? Detoxing effects? Whatchamacallit? Okay, do the one. Oh, I don't want to show my waistline though. I didn't dress for this. Okay. There we go. Ow. Gotta work on technique. I just hit my back with it. It didn't hurt. I'm just being a rip. Okay, start the lawnmower. I'm going to start the lawnmower. Hopefully I don't hurt my knees. Okay, lawnmower time. Starting that lawnmower. Starting that lawnmower. Whew. Next side. Like this. Oh, my form was better on the other side. I have to concentrate. But anyways. One. Hey, that's pretty good. From 2 to 1. That's not bad. Hey, Mr. G. You want to say hi to everyone? I'm trying to work out because haters tell me I'm lazy. But your girl ain't lazy today, Mr. G. He's ignoring me. He's going straight. Oh, okay. Okay. TMI. And do the washing machine. Next is doing the washing machine. You guys know about doing the washing machine? You just like that. When the washer's on agitation mode. I'm going to do the washing machine. Next we're going to do the twist. Cass says, hi, Mr. G. I don't know if you can hear me. He's got the water running. Do you work tomorrow? You work tomorrow?
No, I have to take out my straw to the dealer.
Oh, I thought they said that was a no-no. I'm going to call Brett. What's Brett going to say? Huh? I don't think Brett signed off on that. Huh? I think I'm pushing my luck over. Well, Brett told you you're not supposed to do that. I'm getting myself. Huh? No, he didn't say nothing. I'm joking. It's a joke. It was a joke. He didn't say nothing. You never shut up, guys. I'm going to get myself in trouble. He's not supposed to do it, though. Anyways. You want to go visit the Emirates with me? I'm going to work on my waistline so I can have one of them snatched waists. I hear the rappers talk about, like Cardi B or whoever. Is Cardi B still relevant? Does she still put out music? Okay, yeah, I'm going to have me a snatched waistline here. J-Dub, it's push-up check-in time. You gotta drop it like it's hot. She just dropped an album not too long ago, a few months ago. Oh, I had no idea. You know, I get all these AI raps in my feed. I'd be thinking Eminem dropped a new album and all sorts of things because it's all AI. And then I went to M's real page and he ain't published nothing or put out anything in a year. Says he was in that body bag with his head sticking out. in like the blue, yellow, red colors or whatever. I'm like, that's nothing new. They'd be lying to me. Not that I'd be listening to Eminem, but hey. Right? Who do I listen to for music? Mr. G, tell them who I listen to for music.
John Mayer and some other guy.
John Mayer and who?
Some other guy.
Some other guy. That's
know who
Toby
he is.
Mac. It's Toby Mac, right? The guy that looks like he's 60?
No, some other guy.
Well-
The one that you always playing his reruns. I forgot. I haven't heard that song because you've been so sick.
I haven't been playing it?
Yeah.
It's not Alphaville. Is it Forever Young?
No, the other
No.
one.
Is it current?
No.
It's not current?
I can't remember the lyrics. I can't remember the lyrics. It's because you always play. You told me you play Christian music and stuff.
Because I'm playing Christian music? You don't
Yes.
know them?
Yes,
Is it the guy with the white mohawk?
I think so.
Colton Dixon?
Can you sing one of his songs? Sing one of his lyrics.
I don't know. You have to get my my tablet and play it.
I mean, the only one that you can't know is Big John there.
John Mayer? Okay, we
Okay,
got that
so
one.
tomorrow I'm thinking that one truck, so to get the systems replaced. What do we need for the week so we can go and get them? Because I'm not gonna. I don't want to go run back and forth tomorrow for 2 trucks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I want to go to town right now.
Right now?
I got to take a shower first.
Oh.
But tonight,
Close the doors before it beeps.
I'm looking what we're missing.
Everything. Don't give me that look.
We have. I mean, you might need more meat.
I'm working out. I can't tell you that stuff right now. I'm busy with my workout section.
All right, I'm telling you right now. We only need roast beef. You got everything else.
Oh, carrots and onions.
That's what you need.
Well, do you want to eat carrots and onions? If the answer is yes, it's yes. If the answer is no, it's no.
Well, I was wondering if you want to go so
No.
we can eat.
I don't want to go.
So we can eat out.
No, I'm going to get violently. Do you remember last time? Do you want to tell them how you had to help me go to the bathroom last time? You want to do that again today? We've done it 2 times in a row. I don't want to make it number 3.
I just want to go and wash my truck
I thought you were going to take the Alma's rig.
tomorrow. That's why
Oh.
I'm working.
That's why you got to go tonight too.
Yeah, so I can do my shopping because I don't know how long I'm going to wait.
How come Alma never takes care of her own stuff?
Please.
She's too busy? What would Brett say about this? You don't know?
I'm his worker.
Oh, okay.
And that's a side truck.
Okay. Skeetum? Skeetum already took off. Epic, you got a new profile picture?
What do you got, dude?
What is it? I can't even see. I don't got my glasses
Black
on.
Rock.
I don't know what it is.
Oh my. What do you want to eat?
I don't want to eat. Oh, it's a rock? Where'd I get that black rock? Probably outside. I didn't put it there. Huh?
I got it for you. What do you
Oh,
got?
that's my gift from you? Dang.
No.
Is that an anniversary gift?
No.
What?
Well, you make it an
It is. It is now? Oh my gosh.
What do you want to eat for dinner?
Wait, when's our anniversary? Do you know our anniversary?
11.
Never?
11.
The 11th of what?
12, 11.
12, 11? Okay.
I don't remember the year.
You don't remember the year? It's your grandpa's birthday, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember the year. When do you remember the year?
Oh, thanks for the coin, Taz. Huh? The year? Yeah, because Dina gave us that 2020 thing, remember?
Uh-huh.
And it was supposed to be 2021, so she got upset and said she would have them redo it. And I said 2020 is fine because
What the
20.
hell?
Do you remember? Because
So
20.
we've been together since 2021.
Since we've been married, we got together in 2020.
2020?
Oh wait,
Or
2019. 2019 we got together and we got married 2021.
Wow. Wow.
I know, right?
I thought from this that it was 2023.
No, because
These last 3 years, they've grown by. Right?
because we got married in Washington. We haven't even been in Washington for years.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm saying, it's 3 years that we've been here. This last
We've
year.
been
so-
3 years in this state.
Yeah, almost 3 years, right?
We're like residents now. We might as well be.
Okay.
He doesn't want me
What
to
do you
say
want?
anything.
What do you want me to bring you? What do you crave? What do you want to get?
Donuts. I heard it's not. No, no, no.
Do you want brodies? Do you want panda? Do you want Mexican food? Do you want burritos? Do you like the burrito? Do you like the tacos from the Lupita's place?
Yeah, those were the bomb. It actually tasted better than here.
Okay.
The ones with the like
Do you
guacamole.
want- Yeah. Do you want a burrito instead of tacos? Or you want tacos?
Oh, either way's okay. I don't care.
Because she had like mini tacos and then like something else, a bigger taco. Something between a taco. We want some tacos, you know, not the street tacos. They call mini tacos. Those ones that I got, they call mini tacos.
Pollo?
Mini tacos.
Oh. Mini tacos? They didn't look mini to me.
Yeah, well, and then they have another taco type that is big.
Oh, really? Those are
Yeah, you gotta
huge.
believe
That's not
that.
even a taco. That's more like
Well,
a.
where we came from, tacos like that, they're right. But you don't call them mini or tacos. So, you want carne asada tacos again?
Yes.
Do you want me to get you a different carne asada? You want them to be all carne asada? You want different meat?
I want it just like the last time. That was the bomb. Way better than anything else we've had around here, to be honest. Didn't you think? Huh?
You for real?
Yeah, I'm for real. It's no stunt.
How about you mix it with panda spreads and tacos?
Do whatever you want to do, dog. Just bring me food.
What are you craving? You said tacos already.
Yeah, just get the tacos. Because we don't need our fridge filled with a bunch of takeout. We won't have room for nothing else.
And you said that we need more potatoes, right?
Yeah, I'm going through all those potatoes. They're gross.
Okay. Potatoes, what else? We still have enough apples and oranges.
What
right?
about oranges?
Potatoes, oranges, bananas, and what else?
I don't know. To be honest. But that girl gonna knock her stuff everywhere. Perla! Come here, girl. You mind if Perla knocks your stuff over? Perla! Come on! Look what the girl's trying to do. Ah, girl, get down from there. Girl, get down from there. You're gonna knock over Daddy's work stuff. Is that your brand new tablet? You don't mind if she crashes out your brand new tablet and knocks it down? The company issued tablet from just last week. She's gonna destroy. That's her spot. She's upset because that's her spot on top of the igloo. You gotta take that down. She don't get it. That's her spot. That's why she's doing that. She's like, why is stuff on my spot? You know how they're territorial. Now she got her spot back. She's happy. Same in her spot. That's Perla's spot,
She
y'all.
went like this when she saw me doing this.
Look at her. Nothing.
She just wants to rest. She don't care about your mask.
Look at.
What?
She's looking at me. Real hot. Look at.
Then what are you doing? Scaring her?
What are you talking? Talking to me?
Yes. You're scaring her, right? Is that what you're trying to do? You gonna rob her?
No, she stares at me every time I come from hospital. Oh, she's sleeping. She wants to fall asleep.
Well, yeah. That's what they do half the day. They're like me. So you going then?
Yeah, I want to eat something.
Oh, you're gonna eat? Okay, guys. Well,
No, you don't have to go. You can't.
yeah, I'm still working out. Look, are you proud of me? I've been working out for a solid 10 minutes.
We're working out. I don't want to go now. I'm staying now. Good deal.
Why? I'm about to crash out and cry. Then you'll wish you left. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I do every day.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm still working out here. Off camera, but I'm still getting her done. Look, I didn't drop that weight yet, or the kettlebell. I mean, it's only 5 pounds. But it's a start, you know, you gotta start somewhere. Start where you're at. Yeah, I'm still working out right here. See, I'm doing it. Doing the dang thing. I threw away all that pizza because we never refrigerated it. Well, I ate half of it and threw away the other half, but I don't think that was a good call to eat any of it, to be honest. Ah! I just whacked the counter, guys. I gotta pay attention. Well, better the counter than my knee, right? Could have whacked my knee and then I'd really be messing up a storm. Progress is progress, that's right. What else can I do? I don't want to show my cut. Okay, back to this thing. Oh wait, what happened to my snatched waist theme? I used to do this with a medicine ball, y'all. When I used to take Pilates, we had medicine balls. And we would do this, you know, like with the medicine balls, like this. I almost thought about getting a medicine ball too, but I mean, I wasn't using this stuff, so I didn't want to keep getting stuff if I wasn't going to use it, you know. Do we have a medicine ball? I thought we actually did have a medicine ball. Hey, Mr. G, did we have a medicine ball at one time?
What kind? We did.
Oh, we did have one, but I don't know what happened.
What
But
kind?
it was like black and green. Like, looked like a basketball, but smaller and heavier.
Oh, I'll tell you something about those ones that you're rubbing your skin.
No. Are they called medicine balls too?
Yes, that was.
Rollers?
Yeah, you know, like those ones.
Oh.
Remember the show?
Oh, the crystal balls? No, that's okay. Yeah, where's your push-up count, J-Dub? Hey, you want to do push-ups for us?
Oh, babe.
He's like, heck no.
Got out bored.
He does physical work, I guess. Did you do physical work today?
No, I just walked.
You just walked, but what, 10 miles?
No. Wait,
Yes.
24, not 10.
Oh, how much longer do we have here?
Hopefully a year.
A year?
Hopefully.
What happened to Hawaii?
Nothing.
Nothing. Is Alma going to Hawaii?
I don't think so.
Nobody?
No, it's anything.
No,
It's
nothing.
confidential.
It's confidential. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're always the last to know, too. That's what makes it really confidential.
Mm-hmm. You want popcorn?
Oh, oops, I gotta keep going. No, I don't want to eat right now. Eating will make me sick. I don't want to eat and get sick. I saved my appetite for the tacos and get sick on something worth getting sick on. Ain't gonna get sick on eating popcorn. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm still going here, going strong. Hopefully I don't hurt my wrist doing this. Feels kind of sketchy, to be honest. I don't know. I didn't really have proper form on that one. Yeah, I never believed in spot exercise, or is that what it's called? Is it called spot exercise? When you just work a certain area? Targeted exercise? I never really believed in it, but hey. Fur jar? Consistency's the most important thing? Okay. Well, here's day one of the rest of my life. I turned one day into day one. You guys ever hear that? Turn one of these days, turn one day into day one. It's one of those motivational things I learned down the years. Hopefully I don't get too dizzy. Oops! Hit something else again. Hit the chair. Is that healthy to be eaten? No, I don't want to eat any of that. That would definitely make me sick. What are you giving me eyes for? I've been sick for 3 years and you look shocked that I say something to make me get sick if I eat it.
There you go.
Huh?
See you doing this what's shocking you.
This is what's shocking you, that I'm moving my body around with a kettlebell? AKA exercising? Well, be prepared to be shocked. I'm just doing it to motivate my crew here. It's not about me, it's about teamwork. Makes the dream work. Okay, love you a long time, J-Dub. See ya. Did you ever do your push-ups, bro? Or are you doing handstands? 5 handstands, J-Dub. And see you tomorrow. That's 4 hands. So that's like 2 handstands. Alright? 2 hands per handstand. Oh yeah, I better be going soon too. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. You guys know that one from when Magic Johnson went to the Olympics? The dream team? Because they said you couldn't be pro and play Olympics basketball. And the year they changed that rule was when Magic Johnson was in all his glory. So they let professionals go to the Olympics for basketball. They had the dream team of Magic Johnson. Who was the lineup? Larry Bird. Was Jordan involved? They got funny pictures of them partying. They partied. They took it as a party trip going to the Olympics. Larry Bird got effed up. They were like, we're going to the Olympics. Should we train and do... Oh, shit! I just hit the counter so big talking about this. Yo, the counter just took one for the team. The kitchen counter. The Islander. No, it's from, as far as I know, it's from, oh gosh, was it the 94 Olympics? It was like the mid-90s Olympics. 2096, oh no, it'd be the 96 Olympics, I think. 96 or 92 Olympics. Maybe 92 Olympics. If I had to guess. I had to put a guess out there. Okay, now I'm like making this a little less aerobic, a little less anaerobic and a little more aerobic. I'm getting the blood flow going. I'm getting a little more used to this 5-pound weight already. That's a good thing, right? Wait, if it's from 92, it might be a super old saying, just saying. Oh dang, the chair took another one for the team. That's two times I hit the chair and 3 times I hit the counter, I think. I should actually be wearing shoes for this, huh? I might hit... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to put that out. I have a good grip on the ball. It's not going to fall on my feet. Right? Should I get chalk for my fingers? You know, when I used to do rock climbing, you always put the chalk on your fingers to grip the rock. I need chalk on my fingers to grip this kettlebell. Just saying. They're getting a little sweaty. That's why I'm like, Is this an exercise? I kind of remember this one too. Oh, I wasn't an athlete. I was just a, I mean, I did a little bit of Pilates. I did a little bit of hip-hop dance. I did a little bit of yoga, Kundalini yoga. Did a little bit of, rock climbing, all that. Did a little bit of belly dancing. Did a little bit of, oh gosh. Oh, I took, Kathy dragged me into jazzercise. I took jazzercise with Kathy.
I was about to say.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't understand. I can't read lips, you know that. I never did shit like that.
Okay, I was just a bit funny.
Come closer and I'll show you what I can do though. Oh, took kickboxing, but that's aerobics. Oops, took out the fridge now. My mom was into racquetball, So we had a little racquetball net. My mom was in the racquetball and volleyball. Both my parents were in the volleyball. My dad and my mom used to be on a volleyball team when I was a kid in Long Beach. So they'd play on the sand and take me and give me my vanilla wafers. They gave me a box of vanilla wafers. And I would hang out watching them play volleyball. But it was never really my sport, but hey. My mom, anything with a net and a paddle or a ball in a net, my mom could do volleyball, racquetball, table tennis, like that. That was her stuff. Oh, J-Dub signed out. He says he can't type and do handstands at the same time, so he's out of here. He's got to work on his handstands. What else did I do? I don't know. A little bit of everything. But I never was an athlete. I never was a jock. I never was like into team sports. Because I wore glasses. Oh shit! Oh, maybe I better stop talking. I better stop yapping. This counter's going to have a major dent in it, for real. Archery? Yeah, I did archery in middle school too. Taz, were you here when I said I got on the boys team? But they told me that there's a girls team and a boys team, and I said I will be on the boys team because all the girls were not my age. Everyone my age. I went to school with only boys my age. I didn't have a girl my age when I went to middle school, and so I said I'm not going to hang out with the young girls and the older girls. I want to hang out with the guys that I went to school with. So they made me sure I could do it. So I took archery with the boys. Jacuzzi? Christ lives in a jacuzzi? Yeah, I thought about doing archery again. Mr. G almost bought me a bow and arrow to do that. What else? I don't know. We had croquet. Is that a sport? We used to have the little metal hooks in our yard and to play croquet like in Alice in Wonderland. Minus the flamingos with the crooked necks. Like from the movie. But anyway. Yeah, I should get back into my archery. You want to live vicariously through me? Well, you got a bow and arrow too. And then you recommend me what brand to get. Because I was seriously going to get just what like little kids use. The like $60 special at Walmart. Not going to lie. I don't know what to buy for that. I mean, I already got my metal wand, or whatever you call it. Metal machine? Coin machine? No, what do you call it? And I need to use that too, at least, to go search for treasure. Bows are expensive. Yeah, that's probably why I was going to get the kitty version. Well, I figured to start with the kitty version, and then if I get serious enough about it, you know, upgrade. But I figured, why put a bunch of money into it if I don't know if I'm really going to seriously pursue this sport, you know? That was my line of thinking anyways. Bows are expensive. Yeah, you better not be losing those bows, right? What fancy word? Jacuzzi? Work it, girl? Yeah, I'm over here doing my routine. For real, for real. You know what time it is? Danny's kettlebell workout. You're smarter? I'm smarter than you? For what? Yeah, I did archery with Mr. Drickamore. So they made the girls use a string bow and arrow, and they let the boys use a crossbow. And a month before classes started, they announced it, and they said, all the boys are going to be with Mr. Drickamore and all the girls are going to be with whoever. And I said, hold up. I ain't being with them girls. They're all like either 5 years younger or 5 years older than me, or at least 3 or 4 years older or younger than me. Nobody my age. And I said, that's discrimination. Why you let all the boys, the middle school boys, be together, but not Danny? You want to put Danny with the high school girls and lump me in with the other students that aren't like part of my day-to-day class. I was like, oh. And so they said, okay, Danny, in a month we're going to test your strength, and if you're strong enough to do a crossbow, you can be with the boys. So every day, this is why I talk about how I did workouts with milk jugs and stuff. I'm not making that up. I went home every day, lifted my milk jugs and Campbell soup cans, and then a month later I did the crossbow test, and of course it was easy peasy, because I didn't know that once you pull the crossbow back, is that what it is called? A compound bow? Is there a compound bow? No, compound bow is like this one, right? And this is the crossbow. I don't know. I always get compound bows and crossbows mixed up, but I just know it had resistance until I put it all the way back and there was no resistance. So then I was like, dog, this is easier than the traditional bow and arrow, because the traditional bow and arrow you still get resistance when you put it all the way back. But no, I didn't know that until I did the test. So I passed, and I get to be with the boys my age for PE class. So, but I talked about this before once. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. This is a repeat, Danny rerun. But I went into a little more explanation maybe today. Like, about why I wanted to be with the boys. I don't know if I explained that before. No, it wasn't because I was boy crazy. It's because I wanted to be with my class. And they're gonna pull me away from my classmates to hang out with the snobby teenage girls and the junior girls. I don't know how they figured out this. I guess just gender separation. And I just happen to be all only girl my age. Yeah. But anyways, I survived and I did archery class. End of story. Morning glory. But yeah. Oh yeah. Taz brought this up about bow and arrow and archery in middle school. Yeah. That's where I started. How I got back on this. But yeah. I never was a jock. But I just did sports or athletic stuff or active stuff by myself. That's what I mean. Solo dolo. What was I talking about? Oh, everything under the sun. Watch the replay, kind guy. Bonch, happy birthday again. All right, love you long time, Taz. Happy weekend. Okay, guys. I probably won't be on here for much longer. Myself, I mean, I'm already pushing it, having Mr. G here. Yeah, happy birthday, Vanch. We love you. Can you guys believe I've been actually doing this? Woo. Competing in the Olympics? Oh yeah, he's yeah. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments. I'm exercising, that's right. Brand new Danny for 2026, guys. We do arms. Yeah, today's arm day, y'all. That's right, tomorrow's leg day. Jot that down. Oh man, I almost hit my little girl in the head. I better be careful, guys. This is not a joke. I don't mind hitting the furnishing. I almost hit little Osita in the head. So I better stop. So I'm getting a little too carried away. That was long enough, right guys, for a first round? Yeah, I almost got I get the weight super close to her head, so I don't want to, you know, I'm not paying attention and I'm whacking things around here. The refrigerator, the stool, and the counter. I didn't want to whack her little foot. Oh shoot! She didn't like her backside being touched, so she got mad at me right now. But that's way better than having her head be whacked by a kettlebell, let me tell you. Yeah, that was my exercise. Now do I do a cool down? Do some stretches for cool down? How's everyone's day going? How's your birthday going, Vanch? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't break nothing, guys. The struggle is real. I was fine with that kettlebell. I'm just trying to get caught up on the comments, guys. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna take off. Yeah, but I'm talking about taking off. I'm winding down. I finished my little workout. I got the kettlebell a little too close to Osita's head, and it's one thing to be knocking the stool over or hitting the stool and hitting the counter with the kettlebell, but not my little girl's head. So I had to put down the kettlebell before I had a real injury over here with the little kitty. Ah! Oh, Christ love, are you still here? I wish I would like to have come true. I just want to be healthy again. They say a healthy man has 1,000 dreams. A sick man has but one, to get healthy. So that's my dream. Regain my health. Not sure how long you asked that. KK brought in a mouse. We're having rodent for dinner. Yay! Yeah, I love you, J-Dub. I love you a long time. Love you, Ibby. Love you, Christlove. Vacation house. Oh, you really are going on a little vacay. No cap. Well, have fun, Christlove. I love you, sis. Thank you, sis. See, Christlove always keeping it positive with me. Keeping me encouraged. Yeah, I'm not going to lose hope. That's right, sis. I'm going to grab onto his robe. I'm going to grab onto Jesus' robe like the bleeding woman and not take no for an answer and get my healing. Right, sis? All right, guys. I love you all. Vanch, I love you too, bro. Love you, kind guy. Okay, thank you, everyone. All right, I'm out of here. I don't know if you're still listening, Taz, but love you too, Taz. Yeah, enjoy yourself, Christlove. Take some time to make some memories with your kids and whatnot. I don't get my boots on, Ice King. I'm barefoot again. I know. Just barefoot and chilling like a villain. All right, love you, everyone. Bye.